All right, hello everyone. So before we start, here's some quick quote-unquote product placement. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just like a quick promotion for IVA. So as we all know, Nello Mello will be hosting the IVA in this coming June 2nd, and the registration is actually up now. So if you guys are interested, because the prize pool here is 1,000 USD. So yeah, guys, if you're interested, if you're guys interested, do join IVA and. One thing for you guys in interest is that I'm actually also be casting in IVA. So yay! Look at the bottom left corner. Like Lena, look at who's that idiot at the bottom left corner.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, the bottom left idiot is me. So yeah, I'll be casting once again as I'm Caster Jones. So yep, here's a quick product placement, and yeah, guys, welcome to the stream as we are going to be beginning Manor Regulars Chapter 3. And yes, this is a product placement, Toma, and yes, you get to see my generic clothes, because the thing is that there is a joke around that land. Oh, sorry, hold on, let me tune down the music a bit. Let me tune down the in-game music a bit. Like, there is a joke that Toma made on me, is that it looks like that my photo came from my like car driving license or something. As everyone cool poses, but I just stood there. Oh well, let's get.
And then
Yeah, continue.
there's Kira and then NTT in cool cosplays, and then there's just Yui with your mugshot looking photo.
Yeah, like, bruh, I regret that photo. Whatever. Let's get onto the matches today. And it ended with the product placement, and actually, no, I'm not paid to do this. I just decided to do it anyways. So, yeah, guys, welcome to Manor Regulars Chapter 3, Day 3. Today is going to be the last day of the group stage. So, right off the bat here, we have Zenith versus Fruit Juice. So, here's a quick reminder of the situation so far. Zenith actually lost both of their matches, so they're currently in danger of being eliminated, of being the last place of Group A, while Fruit Juice won both of their matches and is a strong contender from being first place. So here, Fruit Juice will be wanting to be the first place so they can be the first place of the group and sort of skip the matches tomorrow, while Zenith here must win to stay alive. So Zenith would definitely be paying for their all today here, Lina.
I don't know what to say. I'm actually interested to see what this is gonna be like, because I don't know. I'm looking forward to the gameplays of these specific teams, I guess.
Oh yeah, you also have your team up in a second, man.
Oh wow. It's quite unfortunate that I won't be able to commentate on their match, though.
Yeah. I mean, they're currently on 1 win and 1 loss, so we still don't exactly know what will be happening just yet. But yeah, hold on a second. As now we actually received, through the power of technology, we knew that Moonlit River Park got banned by Fruit Juice. As Fruit Juice once again lost their coin flip, so I sort of got they sort of not happy and claimed that and joked that this tournament is rigged because they lost the coin flip again. And Zenith chose for Red Church to be picked first, and Fruit Juice are opting for. No, Zenith chose Red Church, and Fruit Juice asked for the Hunter to go first, which is going to once again be Twanji today. And Twanji, we already saw him a pretty good. He's a very strong sculptor player. Like, even though there was a bit of a hiccup in the match against Calamity, we did see him dominate. We did see him dominate with that specific sculptor, Lina.
So I'd just like to say that I didn't the Moonlit River Park is actually very on character for Fruit Juice, as we do know. They do have a history of hating Moonlit River Park. I'd love to see how their sculptor manages to play in the Red Church. Will they be using a different character, or will they be reusing the sculptor once more?
Well, while that we're receiving the news for the first ban, and it's actually... Oh, sorry, the game was in the way. we actually received news of the first ban, and yes, the names are gone for today, as swapping those take forever. Haha. So the mechanic is going to be the first survivor that's going to be banned for today. So mechanic ban pretty standard, I'm going to say, because like since the time matters a lot in this tournament, so obviously they do not want to deal with that mechanic.
Indeed, yeah. You wouldn't want to deal with other decoders either, but mechanic is definitely the worst of them, because even if you get her on chair first, if she managed to hide her bot, you're just doomed.
So yeah, especially Galatea is a camper hunter, and camper hunters definitely does not like the mechanic, because even though if you kill the mechanic's main body fast, her bot will be able to cipher rush the heck out of a camping hunter. And meanwhile, we do know the next two being banned, the Antiquarian and the Psychologist. So some pretty standard picks over here, because Antiquarian's harassment, we all know how good it can be, and the Psychologist is pretty popular due to her Wi-Fi long-ranged heal.
Indeed, but I don't really see the... Actually, no, perhaps there is some value in picking... Oh wait, no, that's the next ban. Sorry, they did ban the prisoner and then first officer next, and I'm not sure why they'd opt for a first officer ban instead of a mercenary ban. But perhaps it's because since Red Church isn't that big of a map, mobility isn't as important.
Well, I actually have a feeling that this ban pick, like we know Tuanji has a bonbon, but if we're looking at this ban pick, it actually is leaning towards a Galatea, I mean, but this ban pick actually leans towards a bonbon, because first of all, he did not ban the Seer, and bonbon is not afraid of releasing the Seer, and second of all, bonbon is a very strong camper hunter, and camper hunters does not like cipher rushing, and third of all, first officer is maybe even better than the mercenary in terms of rescuing off a bonbon, because mercenary still has a chance of being terror shocked, but first officer, after using the watch, all they have to do is eat a bomb hit and then go for the rescue.
Yeah, that is a pretty interesting strategy. I wonder if they will surprise us with a bonbon like you were predicting, or if they're just gonna go back in with the Galatea.
Well,
we did.
Yeah, go ahead.
We did notice that the Zenith is going to pick a prospector for their third character, two harassers, and we do see the double harasser strategy being quite common here now.
Yeah, for certain, man. Hold on. Oh, sorry, Lando, I did not see it. Can you invite me again? Yeah, I'm sort of too busy doing the ban pick screens that I missed Lambo's invite, but first of all, let me see what is going on here. Prospector, the mercenary is the last pick, so here is actually a stable team comp. It's actually interesting because we often see the mercenary being the last survivor being, like the first survivor being locked in rather, but now he's the last one with how this ban pick is shaping up to be.
Yeah, correct. Perhaps they were intentionally intentionally not picking the mercenary first to see if the hunter was going to ban that and stick to generic ban styles, or if they were going to go with a more specialized ban like this and lean towards a certain hunter.
So now, hold on, I just entered the lobby, so let's see what is going on here, because we do have the team comp of mercenary. Oh, sorry, the mercenary did not appear on the screen. Oops. Mercenary, prospector, antiquarian, and psychologist. And if we're looking this in paper terms, it's actually a very stable team comp, because we do have the prospector, antiquarian to harass. The psychologist is a tanky survivor that would not go down under seconds, and the fact that there's also a very good thing that psychologist works with harassers is that she can Wi-Fi heal the harassers if they got injured while harassing, and this will make both the the Prospector and the Anti-Cran's harassing way more effective here, Lena.
Yeah, correct. But because it is a smaller map, I think excitement would be more viable if they did want to go. No, yeah, if they wanted to go for a camping hunter instead, because if it is a bonbon, I don't think that they would perhaps need Blink on a team like this as much as they would want excitement.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're still waiting on the Hunter's pick, but I feel like there is a strong chance that we're seeing two flywheel effects here because harassers like to bring flywheel effects. Hold on, I'm trying to wait. Hold on. Yeah. There's just some confusion here, as apparently Lambo wanted to start, but we're still waiting on the Hunter. We're still waiting on the Hunter's pick here, as we don't know, and we won't know unless the technology provides us. But I feel like here Twanji can either opt for a Sculptor, because Sculptor is maybe better against harassers than the Bonbon, but yeah, because like this band that we're seeing is leaning towards a Bonbon, but maybe his Sculptor will be better here if we're looking in paper terms, but in the end, they may surprise us with something different. As remember, we got surprised by the Mad Eyes on day one, Nina.
Yeah, perhaps we are going to see a rather different character today. I do hope we're actually gonna see something unique today from this hunter.
Yeah, maybe.
With the matches only being like one match and time based, there's a lot less need for hiding your roster list.
And I think especially because it's a do or die situation for Zenith too, because Zenith must win today. If they don't win, they're going to be eliminated from this tournament for good. So this is something that we definitely have to watch out. Meanwhile, if Fruit Juice wins this match, then they're automatically the first place of the group and they get to advance to the semifinals. But meanwhile, through the power of technology, we did indeed receive the pick for Fruit Juice, and it is indeed going to be the Galatea that we have been very familiar with Twanji at this point.
It seems we're going to see the Galatea again. I wonder how she's planning to deal with the mercenary here, because these aren't exactly characters that feed presence easily, and so camping the chair against a very, very strong rescuer.
Yeah, but meanwhile. Yeah, hold on though, as the game is starting right now, so let me hurry swap the screen up. So, yep, this is going to be, and yay, I prepared the band pick screen in advance and we entered the game, so no technical issues today so far, so yay to me. But anyways, the Galatea against this team comp, I feel like his best option may be the Prospector, because the Prospector only has 1.5 Magnet early game, so there is an opportunity to force them out. But meanwhile, we're going to be entered our area selection, and it seems like here there's actually an interesting selection going on here, because it's more of a scattered field that Zenith is going for here. So because like we can see that it's a diagonal cross, so it seems that everyone on their own type of situation, because there is like a significant gap between every survivor here.
I do question why they did leave the red carpet open, because that spot where Mercenary is would close off a few options for rotations, and that would just isolate some, it would force the Mercenary to have to move quite a bit if they're going to allow the Sculptor to move, or perhaps they're just going to make her stay there and make her the first kite.
Yep, so we're now going to be hopping into the game right now, and this is a do or die situation, as Zenith cannot afford to lose this game over here, and we're still waiting for my lovely screen to crack. Hopefully it does crack. If If it doesn't, I'm gonna go insane. So that is that. Haha. But yeah, guys, we are still waiting. And never mind about that. We are in the game as Twanji here is going to be going towards the graveyard where there are two survivors there, which is going to be the psychologist and the mercenary. So Twanji's best target here is the psychologist, which is already in his line of sight here.
Quite confused by their choice of making the mercenary move towards the psychologist, and
Oh.
you see the psychologist is going to get pushed back by the first statue and then going to get chipped and will receive a basic attack.
Another chip over there. Actually, Twanji closed in on Jenny here very fast, and here's struggling, and within seconds, down goes Zenith's psychologist. Like, that is a very, very fast down on Zenith's side over here.
Yeah, it was a very fast down with beautiful statues, actually, and they're now going to send the chisel to the prospector, going to interrupt the decoding, and we see the antiquarian passing by the prospector. Perhaps this means their plan is to sacrifice and prevent a full presence Galatea from being on the loose at such an early stage of the game, instead focusing on Cypher Rush.
Yeah, because the thing is that this psychologist went down in a very, very fast amount of time. So ideally, the best option here is for the survivors to sell. But never mind, seems like they have other ideas, and the antiquarian is going to be going for it. But let's see, can he pull off this rescue though? Because the Galatea's camping is pretty strong here. So let's see. Dodging a few statues here, and they're doing fine so far. Oh, never mind, got chipped once, got chipped twice, and down goes the antiquarian. Zenith's survivor currently dropping like flies over there, so that's why I do question the decision to rescue. And I also feel like the antiquarian could have swiped the sculptor to like ensure the rescue, because their decision to not swipe there, it also came back to haunt them here.
Indeed. And also, if you were paying attention enough, the Galatea was standing in the pallet. So perhaps the antiquarian could have just stunned and jumped over and then rescued that way.
Yeah.
But perhaps they're unsure of the trait still and are scared of excitement, so didn't opt for the stun.
Yeah, but currently things are looking very grim for Zenith, because they cannot afford to lose this game, as we already mentioned a lot by now. So currently the mercenary is in the rescue, but the mercenary actually came here over half rescued though. So this is definitely not an ideal situation, because an over half rescue means that this mercenary must protect the antiquarian with his life, and currently still no full presence, and Twanji is trying to pull up this camp, but Katie over here being very patient, dodging all the statues left and right, got chipped once, and now there's full presence Galatea, another chip over here, and goes for the rescue, manages to pull off, but the antiquarian will be going down after Tide Turner here.
Unfortunately, the antiquarian didn't seem to react quick enough to being rescued and was unable. Oh, the antiquarian is actually lagging, no wonder. They're going to be pausing the match for a little bit.
Yep, so first of all, let me have a quick check of what's the situation. And yep, hold on. Let me check what's the situation real quick. So hold on a second while I move to the tournament PC to see what's going on.
Alright, in the meantime, I am going to possibly discuss what options could Zenith have to still redeem themselves in this match, actually. Either they're just gonna have to aim for a one escape and depend on their hunter, or they're going to maybe opt for a tie. But then a tie is no longer possible with this kind of cypher progress. This is indeed looking already like a 4-kill situation for Fruit Juice. For Zenith, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, this does look like a 4K, and never mind, we're back in the game. As apparently, the antiquarian did got lagged after rescue, but yeah, nothing can really be done about that. So now this antiquarian is also going to be sent back to the manor, and that means that currently there's only the mercenary and prospector left, but the prospector is actually here to harass. Will he be able to save the day over here? But the first magnet seemed to miss over there, and with a 6-second magnets, there's nothing the Prospector can do. As we recall, the Prospector received a nerf recently, so the magnet cooldown became 6 seconds now.
Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to redeem his mistake by putting down another magnet. Very nice stun there, but will it really do much? No, it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to get... Oh, very nice flywheel.
Yep. Flywheel's the way that hits, so forces out a normal attack, and now Mato-san here is going to be staying alive for a bit, but probably not for long, because there is one more group of statues. Let's see, can he dodge this group? Nope. It's going to be going down here, and now Mato-san here will be going down, so Twanji here will be opting for peepers to go for field control, but meanwhile we see that the mercenary actually has received a syringe and is self-healing up over here.
Well, I've seen that the Galatea does actually have trump card. I mean, I don't know. Does this Galatea have detention, or did she bring? I believe
she has detention, but hold on. With the help of the chisel, Twanji now knows exactly where KT is, and it's going to be inching slower and slower, and currently KT still has 2 elbow pads to work with though. So that's definitely a very... Like, he can definitely still cut around a bit, but this is like a slow death situation. But Twanji seems to have lost sight for KT over here, as he did not know that KT was inside the shack.
Oh wow. Quite a shame that TJ didn't opt to check inside, but now he's going to find him with the chisel in a rather small area, landing 1 chip hit, now putting the mercenary at half health.
Yep. So going to be using one of the 2 elbow pads and actually going to use this opportunity to heal up the Prospector, and that's actually a very good move as it saves up the self-heal from Senna's side, so that means that they can still last for a bit longer. And with 1 stun over there, so Metal-Sen currently is still going to be able to stay alive as he still has 1 more magnet to work with.
I doubt they're going to be able to kite for long enough for the mercenary to finish 1 cipher though. As we see, he hasn't even managed to reach a cipher with enough progress to be finished.
Yeah, well, currently going to be circling around over here, and getting inching closer and closer now, so let's see, will he be able to land a hit, going for a charge attack, and that's a very nice charge attack move, but because it forced out the flywheel from Mato-san over here. So now Mato-san went down. Once again, it's all on whether he can find where the mercenary is, as the mercenary is going to be like trying his best to hide from Twanji.
Yeah. Right now, we do see the mercenary is just running all over the place, avoiding sticking to ciphers for as much as possible, in order to avoid getting sniffed out by the chisel.
Yeah, man. So now, here's still not being able to found. So I think the plan here is for the mercenary to hide as long as possible while the Prospector bleeds out and only use the self-heal in the last second, so that the Prospector can potentially die from bleeding out, and then the mercenary can make a run for a dungeon. And meanwhile, we're actually seeing the mercenary making a run and opening the chest at the basement. So I wonder, does TJ know where the mercenary is?
Doesn't seem like he does, because right now he is just standing still. Perhaps looking at ciphers or anything.
Yeah,
Not going to throw down. Oh, actually, the chisel landed right at the entrance, and did the mercenary see it?
No, I don't think Twanji knows where the mercenary is, and he did not predict that the mercenary would be down at the basement, so now he's just standing still on trying to locate where is the mercenary, I guess.
Indeed, yeah, but it was a dangerous situation because we did see the mercenary was on his way out of the basement at the same time as the chisel was active. If he didn't notice the chisel, TJ would have seen them. Oh, now he does spot the mercenary leaving through.
Yeah, so now the chase is back on pursuit. The mercenary only has 1 more elbow pad and got 1 chip here, so has to use the elbow pad early in advance. But with 1 more chip down goes the mercenary. So now let's see, can this mercenary stay alive for the Prospector to bleed even more? Let's see what's gonna happen. Still has 1 more group of statues, but not going to hit here. And the mercenary have no more items now, so it'll be relying on raw foot, so going to be looping around. The charge attack trick did not work. The mercenary is definitely trying to stay alive no matter the cost and clawing right now. But there goes the chip, and down goes the mercenary as a prospector will be healing back up.
I feel like the prospector would have had a chance to run and get a little more distance or find a better kiting spot if he had self-healed earlier, because either way they're gonna want to get at least some progress in, some decoding progress in, if they're not gonna be able to use the same hiding strategy anymore.
I think the plan for them is that for the prospector to bleed out or bleed as much as possible. So by that case is that after the prospector goes down, he will die from bleeding out, and then the mercenary can make a potential run towards the dungeon. I think that was their plan, and now the prospector is being spotted over here, so the prospector would definitely want to last as long as possible so the mercenary can self-heal back up and potentially get closer to the dungeon.
Perhaps that is the plan, but we do notice the prospector is kiting right on the
Oh.
dungeon.
Yep, prospector is gonna go down over the by the strong kiting area. So now it's only the question is can the mercenary make a run towards the dungeon, and does can Twanji locate where the mercenary is, as the KT here is being in no hurry, going to be opening the chest, but you have to remember when you are the last survivor remaining, the crowd will instantly expose its location.
And there it is, the crows have no. Actually, they managed to get a syringe, luckily enough, but have still had that crow for enough time for the sculptor to find them.
Yeah, a syringe is definitely the best possible thing he can receive over that now. So now Katie will be standing still healing up while Twanji will be inching closer and closer, but there is still a question of whether he can make it towards the dungeon, but Twanji mislocated where the mercenary is and actually went towards the church, but Katie's not in the church, but now Katie should be healing up now. Yep, going to be healing and back in full health. So now the chase is going to be continuing as Twanji will be getting closer to KT. And now the question is, can KT make it to the dungeon? As Twanji here is going, his best point of move probably be standing still and not giving any opportunity for KT.
It looks like no, unfortunately, KT will not be able to make it to the dungeon after taking 3 consecutive statue hits in that one area.
Yeah,
Wow.
So with that, with KT being chaired, I believe that the first round ends in a 5-0 for Fruit Juice. So congratulations for Fruit Juice on getting a 5-0. And if there's one saving grace for Zenith, is that the fact that this is a very, very lengthy game, so there is still a chance for Zenith to win for the survivors to having a 4 survivor elimination faster than the time Fruit Juice get.
Indeed, yeah. The one saving grace that they're going to have to rely on right now is time. So I'm curious to see how this is going to affect the Zenith Hunters' performance, because will they pull out a Dream Witch once more, or will they just opt for an entirely new hunter? Because we did see them use the Dream Witch quite often in the past 2 days, which definitely means that their opponents are going to be quite on guard for that pick.
Yeah, actually, both times Zenith used their Dream Witch, they were able to achieve a 4 survivor elimination. It was just that the time was not fast enough. So there is an opportunity for the Dream Witch to appear back up. But that also means that Fruit Juice may be predicting that and will be like making their ban picks based on that Dream Witch though, Lena.
Perhaps indeed, yeah, that might be an option, that is the most probable option, which means that a way to save this right now would be Zenith having another hunter character that is strong enough to eliminate Fruit Juice in faster time.
Yeah, but actually there is if in terms of like lasting longer, I actually have one survivor in mind that is the king of lasting long. The wildling. You jump on your pig and then the boom, 1 minute the hunter can't do anything with you.
Oh my. Since Fruit Juice only really needs to like lengthen time, what if they just opt for survivability and throw decoding out the window, going for a triple rescuer, 1 decoder team comp?
I mean, that will work, but you have to remember in the end, there is one more easier way is to just get a one escape, to just get a one escape normally and not like to worry about anything else.
Oh, by the way, Jean, Fury doesn't have the Fury Twin doesn't have access to the fruit juice VC and is unable to voice monitor.
Huh, that's weird. I think. Wait, hold on. Let me check why though, because he definitely should have access, but.
Actually, I don't have access either.
Wait, that's weird though, because I definitely gave access to.
I don't even see a fruit juice VC existing right now.
I'll give them.
Right there.
All right, I gave them. Thank you very much. So, yep. Now, let me just quickly check if the screen has been prepared. Yep, it is. So hold on. Let me go back to like ask for the screenshot. Oh, it's actually 11 minutes here, Lena. That's a very lengthy game.
Yeah, that is a very long game. 11 minutes. I wonder how Fruit Juice is planning to. Well, yeah, I wonder how Zenith is going to try to just get the time. Actually, no, yeah, getting the time faster than that will be quite easy. The deciding factor will just be the number of kills here.
Yeah, but then again, Fruit Juice Survivor, actually, we've seen a very strong fruit out. They managed to get like a tie against Jafet's Breaking Wheel, and also a free escape against Calamity right at the moment they need it. Like, they're very resilient from what we can see. So I actually do think that Zenith's Hunter here is definitely going to be have a rougher time this time. But then again, it's highly likely that he'll be using the Dream Witch. So let's see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, in conditions like these where the time limit is 11 minutes, it is going to be quite. It is a Dream Witch is very probable here. Means we might see a counter team. Well, no, we're definitely gonna see a counter team at this rate.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm actually not in the BP screen yet as I'm swapping the screens, but I should be there after I finish downloading. Hold on. Let me do this and this. And hold on. Let me check something real quick. Yep. All right, so let's finally after like a couple minutes swap into the band pick screen. As now, I believe the intense music is playing as things are getting intense over here. So now let's hop into the band picks. As we are through the power of technology, we do know that the first pick here, the first band here is the Seer, which I mean the Seer band does not mean a lot because a lot of hunters ban the Seer first at BO1, but Dream Witch definitely wants to get rid of that Seer.
With the Seer being the first bundle that does open up options for Psychologist and Barmaid, or perhaps just Psychologist or Barmaid, or perhaps a little girl for her teleporting heal, but just meeting up could also be organized if the team is confident in their own communications.
But the Antiquarian and Psychologist are indeed the first two being picked, so this is actually the same pick that Zenith did the last round, because Psychologist is a very good survivor against the Dream Witch, and the Antiquarian can also swipe stuff here left and right to stun. So Psychologist and Antiquarian are definitely two very strong picks against the Dream Witch. Meanwhile, the next two bans that we received through the power of technology is going to be the Prisoner, and then it's going to be the first the Mercenary. So going to be removing a fast decoder, as they definitely do not want them to decode that fast to pop all ciphers. And Mercenary, just number one rescuer, remove the stability from the Survivor's end.
Yeah, we're going to see Fruit Juice locking in the Batter.
Yeah.
What do you think of this pick, actually? I don't really see Batter often, so I hope they can play this one well.
Actually makes Fruit Juice's mix plays a lot of batter. Like we see him like with the batter messing around with Javette's breaking wheel on last week's Sunday. And also the other thing is that he's also a very strong player. Remember that when he fly-wheeled the snap away. So I think they have a lot of confidence in his batter, and I'm here to watch.
Hey, yeah, I do remember that now. We did see Miggs's batter last week. And these two characters are actually not half bad when it comes to countering Dream Witch, because instead of stunning, they also have the option of just creating distance between you and the bodies.
Alright, so we actually this is a very fast ban, so I'll just finish this up very quick. But the first officer is going to be the last survivor being picked. So yeah, I mean, after the mercenary, the first officer may be better, but I'm just thinking that if they wanted to go full counter of Dream Witch, they could have considered going for the Gravekeeper, because when the Gravekeeper is underground, then the Dream Witch Leech cannot really hit the Gravekeeper out, or else the Leech will be gone.
Yeah, that is actually a good option, but also, I mean, we do see that first officer is quite reliable with his decoding speed buff after using that pocket watch. Perhaps they want to avoid getting the slower decoding speed. This is time based here. We do see the Dream Witch being picked again, very standard picks. We did expect the Dream Witch from Zenith.
Oh, by the way, Lena, I did not make it in the lobby, so yeah, time for you to do your thing.
Oh, shit. Alright, give me 1 second. I am going to load into the game. Load into the Discord VC.
Yeah, I actually had to like reinstall the game, but the same thing still happens. So at this point, I don't even know what is wrong at this point, honestly. I don't even know what is wrong, guys. I did not make it in the lobby, so...
There it is. I am now streaming the match.
Yeah.
We are now starting the map selection.
Okay, let me go into your stream.
Yep. They're actually quite quick with selecting their own spawn points. They immediately went for this sort of line with the out thing right there.
Hold on.
You see the Dream Witch for Backgate with the first officer in Shack, Antiquarian in middle, Batter at red carpet, and Psychologist to the right of the Antiquarian.
Okay, yay! I'm at your screen now. Yay! Let me check if hopefully this is working on stream. Let me see if everyone is watching the same thing that I am. Yes, they are. Good. Now let's go.
Yep. There we go. As you see, my screen is still currently loading. Hopefully I don't run into issues with the game not cracking. There it is.
So now we are in the game right now. So, is this your phone? Curious.
Yeah, this is my phone actually, because as I've mentioned previously that when I'm on a call, my desktop audio does get a little wonky. We see that the Dream Witch is chasing the first officer first, which is an interesting choice.
Okay, so now she has connection issues. So now we don't exactly know what's going on. All right, so I think the running gag of today is like issues after issues, Lena.
Oh my god.
All right, so we actually did not get to see what happened.
Now we're back in the game. The Antiquarian I'm assuming was kiting for quite a bit. Please forgive the red ping.
I mean, forgive my laptop, because I don't even know what is wrong with my laptop at the first place. Anyways, so now we can see that Bleach is going to be taking the kite over here, and he's
Let's see,
doing
the
a
Antiquarian is
Oh.
going to get cornered here by the Leech, and then the Patroller.
Yep, so what on earth? Hello?
Hello, welcome back.
Your entire screen is gone.
Is it? Oh shit! My screen just crashed. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is a little dirty.
Okay, so well, looks like we're not knowing what is happening, but
Exactly.
anyways, oh, that's a very good hit from
wow.
Bleach though. I imagine Bleach must have kited for quite an amount of time, and another hit, being able to evade but missed the last hit though, so it's going to be able, flywheel effect to dodge, but in the end, down goes the Bleach, but this has been a very long amount of time already, Lena.
Yeah, it has been quite a while of kiting time. And actually, those stuns from Bleach were super good in terms of timing because they timed just as the attack started.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're
So,
going to see the first officer go for the rescue. Sorry, continue.
yep, the first officer is going to rescue, and currently we can see that as around 2 whole ciphers and 2 half ciphers being done over here. So this is definitely a very favorable situation for the survivors, seeing that they only need a 1 escape. And I'm going to switch into Blink here to get the double down, and that's actually pretty huge because Dream Witch double down is a very foreseeable situation. So right now, Bleach cannot go down no matter what, as you do not want to get double chaired by Dream Witch.
Oh, we already see that that Bleach is actually quite far away from the Dream Witch now. The Dream Witch has switched onto the Psychologist, but she's going to use her flywheel early.
Yep, and is it going to vault? Nope. Very smart move from Abby over here, from predicting, and goes for that vault and is able to escape unscathed. So now we can see the Antiquarian's Leech is gone, so Dream Witch no longer has any control on the shack side of the map here, so he'll be forced to chair the first officer, but the Antiquarian has gotten away scot-free.
This is quite unfortunate that the Dream Witch has just lost her first target. We see the Psychologist going in for a rescue. That it's actually quite an early rescue. Perhaps they have quite a bit of cipher progress now.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, now, goes for the blink here, and down goes the first officer once again, but we can see that Mix's cipher at the center is about to be primed. Here, Zenith Hunter Turtle is going to pressure, but it'll be very easy for Mix to just pop that cipher at the church, so that means that only 1 cipher remains, and hold on.
But we now see that the Dream Witch is going to chair the first officer, and 1 cipher has popped. It was the central one. We see that they are now deleting the Psychologist, actually.
Yeah, that's a very smart move, because that means that the Dream Witch will have no controls of the ciphers whatsoever. And the Batter's going to rescue, fly with away the hit. It's going to take the hit, and now the Batter can protect this first officer with 1 ball. So let's see if this ball going to work. Yep, it's able to pull off the stun, and another pallet stun. That's a very, very good move on Mix's part.
That was a stunning ball, and then pallet stun from the Batter, actually.
Exactly.
And now we see he's going to protect this first officer with his life. The Antiquarian is stepping into her ass too. But is this really a good idea to reveal the Antiquarian in a late game-ish stage?
I mean, currently the Dream Witch, I think it is fine because they ensured that the first officer dead on chair got away, and down goes the Batcher, but now we're approaching endgame, and currently the Dream Witch only has 2 leeches, which is her Spawn Leech and the Batcher Leech, so he will be going to rush towards the back gate to drag the Spawn Leech over, while let's see, the Batter does not have a mark, so the Batter will be struggling with his Leech.
Indeed, we see that The Dream Witch has just reached the back gate. The psychologist is starting to leave, and the first officer is heading towards Antiquarian's direction, perhaps in an attempt of seeking protection.
Yeah, because the first officer cannot go down here because he is dead on chair. Goes for the blink and manages to hit the first officer right before he manages to use the watch, and that's a very huge move over there. Now the first officer is eliminated. There's still one more leech at the gate, and the psychologist is in front of the hunter's face. That's actually a very questionable move. Able to fly with that hit though, and able to stay alive. As had that psychologist go down, this would have been a complete disaster for the survivors.
Mm-hmm. As the psychologist missed her flywheel. Ooh, stunning ball from the batter, able to push away the Dream Witch before he goes down. Now, the first officer is back up because the Antiquarian has healed him, and the gate is now open.
Yep, with the exit of the psychologist, I believe we can say that congratulations goes to Fruit Juice. So yeah, the hunter just surrendered as they know that it's over at this point. So with that, I believe we are going to be having a winner here, Sin.
Indeed, wow. Congratulations to Fruit Juice for that stunning 4 escape against the Dream Witch of all hunters too. And congratulations for their win. They are now going to be proceeding to the semifinals.
Yep. Oh, I have the correct winner screen up now. So, yeah. So they're going to be the semifinals. So unfortunately, Zenith, like with all 3 games being ended in a defeat, this will be the end of Zenith's run in this tournament. So Zenith, thank you very much for participating in this tournament. Unfortunately, your journey is going to end here, and a very stunning performance from Fruit Juice. I believe there's some missed opportunities on Fruit Juice's on Zenith's side because he could have continued to guard the back gate once he got the first officer down and chair the first officer, but he sort of like was forced to like play around 2 different sides, and ended up that he lost control in the end.
Yeah.
So, and anyways, per the tradition, they're going to be sending one member to die in the interview VC. So, yep, let's all move on to the interview VC. See you in a bit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we are waiting to see who is the lucky person that will get slaughtered by me in the interview VC today.
Guide eyes.
Oh, hey, Drew. So you're the one going to be slaughtered by me today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, you guys have won this game, and it's now also the first place of the group. So how does it feel right now? You guys are now first place.
I think it's related to us losing the coin flip. I don't think everyone knows that we managed to lose coin flip 3 times in a row.
Uh-huh.
I think the fact that we lost coin flip again was a flag that we might have a chance at winning.
So your strategy to win is by losing the coin flip. Is that correct?
Yes, clearly. We pray to have map pick, and then it all snowballs from there.
Well, we all know you lose the coin flip, then you win the match. Yay!
Big brain. You get us.
So
Okay.
so yeah, your hunter dominated very well today, as I can see. See, he manages to force survivor elimination very dominantly though.
Yeah, we love Twanzi. We've actually had Twanzi as our hunter for like all of our matches so far, and I'm really happy to see him thriving and slaying.
Yeah, he's definitely slaying so far. And if Fury isn't here, or else I would say slay like this. Too bad she's not here. I miss her. Anyways, so even your survivors did very well because there's some very good flywheels, a very good support, and also endgame things got dangerous, but you guys managed to claw and stay alive, and just very good coordination from you guys in general.
Yep, we definitely have to give kudos to everyone who was kiting early game. I think the coordination of the leech removal from the psychologist was extremely interesting from what I know. To
Yeah.
really put it all there. Um, Obviously, we have to give shout out to at the Korean and Batter for being like good harasser, good supporter, and body blocking very well against two followers, as well as the psychologist for managing to open the gate and decode really efficiently.
So, so you guys are first place, and you guys will be playing against either the second place of Group B, which is currently still not known, or the third place of your group, which is also still not known. So you guys are confident that moving on.
I think we'll definitely be against some really good teams, but from our performance so far, I would say that I'm quite confident because I'm a lot better at communicating and
Yeah.
just strategizing in general now.
Especially because you guys participated back in chapter 2, and we all remember how the first game went, and it's amazing to just see you guys lost after the first loss, had a very good losers bracket run, and now you guys are first place. Yay.
Whoa!
Yep.
Redemption arc.
Yeah, hashtag redemption arc. So with that, I believe this wraps up the end of this interview. So we are going to be moving on on a quick break, and after the break, we're going to be having Calamity versus Shadows, and Ju will be joining us into like commentating.
My all-rounder era. Hope to see you guys after the break. Bye-bye.
But all right, with that, we are going to hop into a quick break, everyone, and see y'all after the break. Hopefully with more commercial placements. Nah, I'm just kidding. See you in a bit. Hello everyone, we're back live, and yes, there are no product placements here, but maybe there'll be soon. But never mind. Calamity versus Shadows is now up on live, and so this will be the battle for the second and third place because Calamity and Shadow both lost against Fruit Juice, but they both won against Zenith. So whoever wins this match will be the second place, and whoever loses will be the third place here, Ju.
Yeah, absolutely. So as someone who's played against both Calamity and Shadows, I'm very excited to see how this match will happen. I do wonder if we'll be seeing Curtis's Wax Artist again, but maybe they intend on changing it up a little bit. So it does seem that as for the bans, River Park has been banned. Based.
Yeah, I'm trying to like check on what exactly. Oh, Shadow's chosen for their hunter to go first, and Calamity, but actually, like, hold on, Calamity is the one with the Wax Artist, right?
Yes, it is. So it will be the Shadows hunter, I think.
But the interesting thing here is, okay, so first of all, today we're not seeing Jafet, but Elvie, which we all recall got a for Survivor elimination against Zenith. And a very good hunter, and they're from Hong Kong, so later if they win, I can interview them in Cantonese, yay. But anyways, what we do receive and know is that Calamity picked Arms Factory, which is interesting, as they're the one with the Wax Artist, and Wax Artist is not good on Arms Factory here.
I do believe it may be because they've seen LV play Night Watch on Red Church, and they don't want to bother going against that type of hunter who's also not the strongest in Arms Factory. So it does seem a bit counterintuitive. We'd have to assume that Calamity has another hunter in their pool that isn't as put off by the menu walls in Arms Factory.
Well, I actually know a bit of LV because, like, as everyone knows, I know Fluffy in real life before in game, and so that's why they did tell me what hunter the LV had. So I believe LV still have other things, but never mind. As we received the news that the Antiquarian will be the first ban, and that's Antiquarian being the first ban is interesting, as we don't see that too often. It's normally Seer or the Priestess, but we don't really see Antiquarian being banned that much, especially after the nerf that she received.
To be fair, Antiquarian is very strong. Purchase has used Antiquarian for all of our matches, actually. Priestess doesn't need to be banned in Arms, but the fact that Seer wasn't banned does indicate that it might be a double hit hunter or a chip damage hunter.
Yeah, so we also received news on what is going to be the first two Survivor picks, and it's going to actually be the Seer and the Gravekeeper. So it seems that Calamity here is definitely interesting because we normally see Mercenary or First Officer being chosen, but we don't often see Gravekeeper. So it seems that Calamity has done their homework and is going to do a target like character pick based on what hunter does LV have.
It's really interesting that you say that because I was thinking that this team comp is incredibly weak against any chip damage or double hit hunters. Because Shadow's Hunter has now banned Batter and Mechanic, which is a typical ban for chip damage hunters who don't want to deal with being pushed back or the Cypher Rush that they can't control if they're camping.
Yeah, for certain, like I know for the fact that the LV has a hunter, it's very good at one specific hunter, so I do wonder, is it leaning towards that? But okay, so we received the news that the Prisoner is going to be opting for a Cypher Rush situation here, so I do wonder, will LV be playing the Night Watch? But I think Night Watch will be very tough because they have the Seer and also now the Gravekeeper, and both of them are very good against the Night Watch because the Night Watch is considered to be a single hit hunter, so that means that they'll struggle against both the Seer and the Grave for certain.
Yeah, it does look like they're planning against a Night Watch because you wouldn't opt for a Mercenary against a Night Watch since a Merc does get countered quite easily by Night Watch's suck, and Seer obviously is excellent for looping the Night Watch. This would be a great time for LV to pull out a chip damage hunter because as of now, Calamity hasn't locked in any harassers, with the exception of perhaps Prisoner's 1 second stun.
Yep, so we're waiting on LV's last ban currently as I caught up live at. Oh, never mind, going to be removing the Prospector, so here it seems that he does not want to deal with any sort of harassment because both the Prospector and the Antiquarian are the strongest harassers in the game, so it just makes sense that LV does not want to deal with it. So
Absolutely.
so we do receive news here that the last survivor being banned is Prospector, and the last survivor being picked will be the Psychologist. And if we look at this, I only have if we look at this team comp, I only have one word to say about this: tanky.
There are absolutely no harassers, which is going to be extremely risky because if somehow the Hunter manages to snowball the situation, there won't be any survivor to counter that and pull off any aggressive support.
Yeah, but the thing though is that this team comp is very tanky. Because the Seer can tank an extra hit, Gravekeeper can tank an extra hit against single hit hunters, and then the Psychologist can also tank an extra hit. So 3 out of 4 survivors can actually tank an extra hit against this team comp, which is a very interesting situation over here.
Yeah, I'd say if LV's planning on playing one specific hunter and he gets countered by that, that's good for Calamity. But they're incredibly weak against anyone who's not a single hit hunter who doesn't need to manually hit, because Psychologist and Prisoner are all a bit weak because they have to kite without any items. And if it does happen to be my worst nightmare, which would be a Bonbon, I can't see how this team comp would survive.
Yeah, but we're currently waiting on Calamity to lock in their survivor's persona. But actually, now that I believe the persona is about to be locked, I can say it out now. Is that I've known for a fact that LV is actually wants to be an A-badged clerk. So I do wonder, is that what we're going to be seeing here? But clerk, the rougher thing with clerk here is that every survivor is tanky, so it will take a while for LV to down them. But the good news here is that there are no harassers, so clerk can go berserk, has the potential to go berserk with no harasser to support.
Yep, so that's where it'll have to be a long first kite, because the only thing that Calamity has going for them is their quite incredible tanking ability right now with all those tankers. But the thing is, no matter how much time they stall, it's still going to be a clerk. And without her harasser, they can't do anything to stop the game from snowballing. So it does look like the first kite will be extremely important. The good thing is they'll be able to take 3, maybe 4 hits if it's a Gravekeeper or if the Seer provides an owl.
Yeah, but like clerk, yeah, but as you mentioned, Bonbon may be viable if LV has it because the Gravekeeper and Seer are like like holding a huge neon sign saying "Chase me first" in front of a Bonbon. So if LV does indeed have it, then it's a very good opportunity to pull it out right here and now. But if it doesn't, then Calamity may have gotten the benefit of this ban pick. So we're currently still waiting on the hunter pick for. We're currently still waiting the hunter pick for Calamity's or rather Shadow's side, and I do wonder, will it be the clerk that we are expecting, or maybe a Bonbon or a Night Watcher or something else entirely?
I do sort of want to see a Bonbon, mainly because I hate Bonbons. And to see another team going against a Bonbon would make me very happy, actually.
By the way, Drew, if you do in casting, I may let you commenting. I may let you simp Norton live. Who knows?
I can't believe they banned Prospector. Actually, when they banned Norton Campbell, I was a bit sad. I was like, Oh!
What? Oh, okay, my turn. No. My turn to simp. My turn to simp. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I do not care what goes on this game. I am going to risk my job in this tournament. But hold on a second, I do not have a job because this is my tournament to begin with. But we are going to see the one, the only, the legendary, my favorite, the 100 that I have been playing ever since the game began. The 100 that I've been playing ever since the game began, and for those of you who know me or like does my like YouTube profile picture potentially suggest, you guys will know what hunter it is, and it is going to be the one, the beloved, the only duo Wu Chang that I'm going to show live on screen.
I'm so excited. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the Wu Chang this tournament so far, have we?
No, we have not.
Whoa. Oh, Wu Chang and Arms Factory. What do you think about that, John?
Well, Arms Factory, I'm actually there is no specific map that Wu Chang is bad at because he can teleport back and forth and stuff. Maybe he's better on larger maps than smaller maps just because it's TP. But I'll say though is that against this team comp, it's definitely weaker. It's a very, very hard team comp for Wu Chang though because it's a very tanky team comp, and every survivor can tank like 3 to 4 hits. So Wu Chang is actually going to be struggling quite a bit against this team comp, to be fair.
I do think it is worth noting that at least he'll get presence very fast. And as we all know, full presence Wu Chang is a menace to go against. I was just wondering about Wu Chang's viability on arms because of all those walls. Like, it's very common for me to see Wu Chang teleport behind a wall or just, end up behind me somewhere.
So we are currently waiting for the survivor to start, but I think I'll say this: how Wu Chang plays first will be very detrimental because if Wu Chang misses his teleport, then he'll have to like walk on barefoot early game because he has no skills to utilize with. So I think it's also a good question on what personnel will Shadows be bringing. Like, I am a Wu Chang player, I always bring Insolence because with that many items the survivor has, it'll be very hard for Wu Chang to get hits without skill, so that's why I bring Insolence, but LV could be opting for a different strategy here.
I think Insolence is rather viable, especially because you said that it's going to be very hard if the Wu Chang misses his umbrella, but the issue is they have area selection and the survivors have VC.
Oh, by the way, there's something funny if the Jafet is saying off camera to increase Ju's voice because they can hear my keyboard better than your voice.
What? Oh no, that's not.
I increased your voice, so that's that.
Is it better now?
No, it's more of on my part because I have to do like voice controls and stuff,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Lambo, if you're listening to this, before the game starts, prepare to stream on your desktop so that if mine doesn't work, I can instantly hop onto your side.
I'm streaming right now. Just
all right. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Lambo. You're the best.
We love Lambo.
Yeah. Who doesn't love her because she helped a lot in ensuring this tournament runs very smoothly.
It does look like we're just waiting for the hunter to ready up.
For certain, man. Oh, Xenodine and Xenodine is screaming off camera. Like, Xenodine, yes, we're seeing a Wu Chang, and I am going to be simping live this time. I don't care. I don't care of losing my job, as I'm not afraid of losing my job. Okay. Has the game started? Let me quickly.
We're in the character screen.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Good.
The composer?
Wait, that's a prisoner for certain.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so Gravekeeper has tied pretty standard picks here. So I do wonder what personnel would the Wuchungus be bringing. Will he be bringing Insolence as we predicted? Or will he be opting for something else? But Gravekeeper spawned in the center. But actually there's one thing that we should note though, is that every survivor can be chased in this team comp. Every survivor.
Yep, even if it's just to farm presence. So I'd say this area selection is a fairly standard one with the prisoner at factory and mainly protected. But I think the I wonder if the hunter will spawn right above the prisoner because that would hint that he does not have trump card and may indeed have insolence, but
Huh.
he chooses to spawn there.
I believe this may be leaning towards he brought the cipher locking persona because he spawns by spawning at the opposite, then that ensures that the cipher at the factory will be locked. So this will force the prisoner to either transition outside to decode or like wait 40 seconds, which both is going to slow down the speed for certain.
Exactly. So I do believe we'll be able to see if the Wu Chang has
Broken
insolence
blossoms. All right, no, he does not have insolence though, and we see that he actually, I believe, has trump card based on this persona, and he also has blink. So I think it is like a downright detention. So he'd be walking around here, not going to be in a hurry to locate the first survivor, but manages to catch the seer. So now be flying an umbrella, and will he be teleporting over? Let's see, going to be forcing him, and it's going to teleport. And let's see, does he get a hit over here? No, it does not. That was so unfortunate, though, because now the seer can potentially kite around for quite some bit.
Yep, and the Seer's Owl will be returning soon. Oh. Okay.
It seems like there's a bit of an internet issue, so hold on while I figure out what exactly happened. Yep, hold on, guys. So let the... Wait. Let me first go back to the Discord to see what exactly happened.
No worries. Okay.
They said that they're having ping issues.
No. That's why I warned them that because Elvie is from Hong Kong, so that's why you're expected to have something like this. Yeah, that's why
I mean, if it helps, I think all of us were also at yellow ping. 178. Yeah, I think honestly everyone's having ping issues. Like, I know that our hunter was at 168 ping as well. Well, either way,
Yeah, I don't think there's much that could have been done about that unless their ping spikes, because the thing is that me allowing like HMT is like I allowed HMT, so it's expected that we have ping issues from that.
I thought they ping tested, or did they not yet?
No, they haven't. Like, I'm pretty sure I told them before, but I don't think they did.
I don't think it's mandatory for players to have VPN, right?
No, it's not. Let's see. Oh, I haven't told them, but hold on. Yeah, which is an unfortunate situation because by allowing Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, it sort of lags everyone in SCA. But actually, like I practiced with you guys before, and you guys did not have that bad ping against me for some reason.
I don't remember actually.
Uh
It really
huh.
depends though, because I know that one of our members is also Hong Kong player.
Toast.
No. Bleach.
Ah.
Oh, the game started again.
Yeah, no, I told you.
Okay, so the Wu Chang does land a hit. The Seer's Owl has returned, but the Wu Chang has no influence, which the Seer will likely have reminded his teammates of right now.
Oh, an umbrella.
Seer.
Let's see. Does he teleport this one? Seems like he does, but I believe the owl is going to be coming out here. Yep, there goes the owl. But we can see that currently, because there's there's like level 1 presence, so now Wu Chen can just teleport to catch up, and let's see. Oh, able to dodge that hit, going to kite around here a bit. Because Wu Chen has such a slow, White Wu Chen has a slow attack speed, so this is going to be in favor of the Seer to allow him to last for quite some more time.
Yep, so although the Wu Chang hasn't used his blink yet, the Seer's ult is at 80%, one Cypher is done, and the Cypher is about to pop. So overall,
watch out.
the situation isn't... Oh!
Actually, I was a bit curious that why didn't... I thought the Prisoner would be attempting to stun the Seer off because like it was a very good opportunity, but now Wu Chen here will be flying towards the Prisoner, but there goes the stun to prevent of getting hit, so... And now the Gravekeeper is rushing in to do a backdoor rescue, but the Seer's in front of the face, and unable to avoid, unfortunately, so the Seer can not exactly gain too much out. But the one saving grace over here is that the Gravekeeper is in full health, so the Gravekeeper can easily come for a second rescue here, Ju.
Yep, and even if he wasn't, there is a psychologist, so either way, the rescues could have been made. The second process is looking very good for Calamity because either of the Claudist or the Gatekeeper can rescue and then body block for a fairly long amount of time. And the Wu Chang hasn't been able to use his blink yet.
Yeah, the Gravekeeper dives underground now to ensure rescue. Personally, I believe it would be better if he saved that for after rescuing to body block. And now he's going to be pulling off the Survivor and now teleporting backward, and is he able to get that block over here? Let's see. Is able to pull off the block. The Seer's gonna stay alive, and the Gravekeeper, I believe, will be waiting for the shovel to try and block again. Yep. Both of them are entering the palace, but there is blink, so let's see what will happen. But they must be predicting that blink, and able to get the hit off the Gravekeeper. The Seer is still in the vicinity. The Seer must stay alive until the Gravekeeper is able to self-heal himself back up.
The thing is, the Seer already has an owl, and the Wu Chang probably knows this, so it looks like he'll try to go for a blink owl down. He might just chair the Gravekeeper if he's feeling a little bit risky, but instead he chooses to keep going after the Seer while the Cyphers are about to be popped. One's at 80% and the other's at 60%.
Yeah,
So,
it seems that he lost sight of where the Seer is, which is definitely not a good situation for him. So now he's forced to chair the Gravekeeper, but the Cypher at the center is done. The last one is being done by the Prisoner, so he'll have to think carefully on what is his best point of move. Maybe it's to switch into White and to try and pull off the camp, but seems like he's going to make a beeline towards the last Cypher, and is able to like pull off the Soul Siphon, so now the Prisoner cannot pop or like drop that palace, so now there's an opportunity for the Prisoner to go down under seconds because he also used up his Electro Charge.
Absolutely, so this is really a excellent move on the Wu Chang part since the other Cypher is only just started, and it looks like this is basement as well. So they may just send the Gatekeeper to rescue again while the Psychologist decodes the Cypher. It does seem that that's the plan, and the Wu Chang won't be able to camp if he's trying to the Cypher. And I'll switch to Abnormal.
Yeah, this move makes sense, and never mind going to teleport to try and cut someone off. Like, this move makes sense to prevent Cypher being done, but the Seer's already popping a new Cypher though, so this is something to look out for. Able to pull a hit off the Gravekeeper, and I think it's not going to try and able to get the hit off the Prisoner, but nope, missing that. So let's see. The Prisoner is still going to be going down, and actually, now the Survivors will have to think what is their best move over here now, because now that the last Cypher is being at normal mode, so the Seer Cypher will probably be the last Cypher, and it seems that he wants to teleport to the Seer, but never mind, going to be chairing the Prisoner. And actually there is an opportunity if he like teleports to the Seer and kills him fast, but then you have to remember Seer still has an owl.
It's remember there's like an immense amount of pressure on the Wu Chang since either the Cyphers could be popped at any time. I think it might have been worth going to the Seer since the Seer is dead on chair anyway. Prisoner goes down, but the Cypher will be popped, and the Wu Chang has no more blink or teleport to help him with his endgame chase. Yeah,
he still has his umbrella though, but the umbrella won't exactly do much. And currently, we can see that the Survivors are going to do Divine Conquer, and being able to dodge that bell and staying alive much longer, which is pretty nice. So let's see.
Dungeon is at middle actually.
Never mind. So manage to get the Prisoner down. Will he be going towards the front gate? He will be, but both gates are actually already done at this point. So he can't really do much about it. So the only thing he can really do is to go back and share the Prisoner, and it seems like there's not much he can do to stop this free escape.
I'm not sure why there's still tonight is happening actually, since there's that alive. Has he lost the prisoner?
I'm not too certain. I think he must have thought that someone else was nearby trying to rush the front gate, but now he's gonna go back to the prisoner, but the prisoner self-healed up, and the owl is going to be into place, so... But the seer left! The seer left, meaning that the owl is gone! So I don't think they exactly calculated that correctly!
But very well done to Calamity for getting a 3 escape against Shadow's Wu Chang. I do think that there were quite a few mistakes made on the Hunter's part, which may have cost him a tie or even a possible win. To be fair, going against this team comp with the Wu Chang was extremely risky from the beginning.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, Ju, because like as I mentioned, because like Wu Chang is also considered to be like a single hit hunter, and then like everyone or almost everyone in this team comp can tank an extra hit, so this is going to like be increasing the difficulty for certain.
Yeah, also his decision to not commit to one survivor was a bit risky, and it didn't pay off because he'd cheered 3 people by the end of the game. He cheered the seer 2 times, he gave for once, and the prisoner 2 times as well. But instead of trying to put pressure on the seer side as well, he chose to stay in the factory. And while cheering at basement is a completely understandable situation because of the drop hit capability, there is a gravekeeper, and it could have been better perhaps to cheer not at basement but maybe outside of factory, so he could have pressured the factory cipher as well.
Yeah, or maybe just go back and to the seer, but to be fair, I just felt like the ban pick, Shadow's Hunter was fighting an uphill battle based on that ban pick from the start, to be fair, and also the thing is that he sort of got kited around a bit, and also losing sight of that seer is definitely an unfortunate situation too.
I think he should have used his blink a lot earlier, because by not doing so, he gave the seer a lot of owl progress and the early kite, enough so that after his first or second share, he could get an owl again. Because if he hadn't, there would have been a lot more pressure on the survivor's side. But you can see that they were able to draw out the game a bit. Perhaps owl the prisoner and see if he can get dungeon or gate escape. I still think it's a bit unfortunate that the hunter didn't manage to get an early down on the seer. Perhaps if he'd gotten the window hit early on, it could have been a very different scenario.
Oh, hold on. The screen is a bit glitchy. Hold on, let me... there we go. Now the screen is making sense. So currently, I'm trying to receive news on what exactly is the time, because this means that Shadow Survivor must free escape in a faster amount of time, or for escape, which will be hard as we have already gotten into. So yep, the current score is 3-1, and now I'm going to like go and edit the ban pick screen real quick while Ju, let me know when we know about the time. Thank you.
Yep, no worries.
Yep.
Oh. I think it's a little bit unfortunate that the one Wu Chang appearance we have in IMR ends like this, honestly.
No, Wu Chang!
I'm worried that people won't pick Wu Chang anymore.
Wu Chang, no. Anyways, I'm working on the BP screen, so...
I do actually wonder why the Wu Chang chose not to bring insolence. I think he thought that he could get full presence quite early on because there were so many tank survivors. But if you think of it in another way, having full presence means nothing if you can't down a survivor with enough time to pressure the remaining ciphers. That was a little bit unfortunate, I will say.
Yeah, so now we're hopping in the ban pick, and hold on. I know my screen is a bit weird at the moment. I'm trying to see what exactly went wrong, so... Hold on.
Would you like me to call out the bands or not?
You can for certain.
Okay, so now it'll be Shadow Survivors against Calamity's Hunter. Calamity's Hunter will be Curtis, who's made an appearance in all of the past 2 Calamity matches. Curtis, or Calamity's Hunter, has chosen to ban the Antiquarian, a fairly standard ban at this point since it is Arms Factory, so Priestess doesn't have to be banned. Shadows has locked in Prisoner Prospector, going for that Cypher Rush as well as that harassment with no decoding debuff.
Yeah, so
Mercenary?
actually, we know the first 2 survivors, right? You just announced it, right?
Yep.
If you now this ban pick is made for you, Ju.
I'll keep my feelings until after the ban pick happens.
Norton can though.
I'm so excited. Okay, so as of now, we can see that Shadows is under a lot of pressure. The fast decoding comp makes a lot of sense because they'll either have to get a fast 3-man escape or a 4-man. And as we all know that 4-mans are extremely difficult to get, it looks like they'll push for a fast decoding team comp.
Yeah, so we are receiving the news of the next 2 survivors being banned, and it'll appear at the screen in a moment, but it's actually going to be the Mercenary, and also it's going to be the Acrobat. So interesting Acrobat ban over here. I think the Acrobat ban is probably just to remove a Jack of all trades, because the Acrobat can pretty much do anything, and also it's a strong kiter in its own right.
It does look like Calamity is trying to cut off the more mobile survivors on behalf of the... Oh, it looks like Shadows won't be able to lock in their 3rd survivor? Oh, no, they have. Okay, I was concerned for a second. Okay, so Gravekeeper is the 3rd survivor. I would say that Gravekeeper is personally my least favorite rescuer, mainly because he gets countered fairly easily. But if they're pushing for a slightly stable rescuer against a single hit hunter, Gravekeeper would be the best decision. We've also seen We've also said that Curtis probably won't be playing Arms Factory. I do have a suspicion about what they might be playing, but I'll say it after the Survivor's Personas have been locked in.
That's fair.
Oh, we've gotten the time. We've gotten the time for the previous match.
Yeah, 6 minutes 38. So, Shadow Survivor will have to free escape in a faster time than that. But so far, both times that Shadows made an appearance, it ended in a free escape, in like a 4th survivor elimination for both. So I feel like here they definitely will have to step it up right now, because that now they have to free escape, and also like in a fast amount of time though.
I'm a bit surprised that they did choose to go for a Gravekeeper. Like, I would have personally gone for a first officer instead, because 1, it's a almost guaranteed rescue, unlike the Gravekeeper, and 2, his decoding speed does get faster with every watch he uses. Calamity has chosen to ban the Psychologist, removing the Wi-Fi healing, the tank damage, and the more stable support.
So now we are waiting for the last being... Hold on. Psychologist, because she's a very popular survivor throughout this tournament, so... Yeah, going to be removing the stable support, as you mentioned, Ju. So we are waiting the last pick, but I think it's more of depending on how they do want to play this. But yeah, I'm actually looking very forward to watching the survivors play for Shadows, because never mind. I just realized that I got the team BP screen wrong the entire time. So yay to me, but I'm gonna change it.
FJ versus Calamity real.
Yeah, I'm changing it. Hold on. So, but yeah, because like since I know one of them in real life, so I'll be watching closely at their performance. And yeah, OK，係啦，你知你邊個㗎啦？我及住你㗎。Yep, Cantonese time. Yay.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, yes, it changed. So, we're waiting on the last lock, but based on this team comp, I think they're lacking like a strong character. And oops, the psychologist is not being banned. I made a miss being played. Based on this team comp, I think they are lacking like a strong kiter or something, maybe?
No. Psychologist has been banned and they've locked in Ento.
Oh, entomologist to support. That's pretty good. Entomologist does provide good support, but there is just one potential risk is that she is a weak kiter on her own accord. So this is something that Shadows will probably have to watch out, but they have to like free escape, so they cannot afford to play it safe like they normally do.
That's true. I thought they'd go for a more aggressive survivor comp, perhaps, because I don't think there's much of a point in going for a stable rescuer who has such a bad decoding debuff. I think it would either have been a Cypher Rush comp. Oh my god, okay. Cypher Rush comp or an aggressive comp who could sort of force out excitement or something to make the first chase a lot easier for the kiter. I do wonder how they're planning to rotate this.
Yeah, I do wonder too, but then again, they do have the Prospector to support, and as Prospector is your favorite, you definitely do know how strong of a support he can provide to his team. So this is one potential from the Survivor's end for certain. And now we're waiting on Calamity's Hunter pick, but it's unlikely that Wax Artist will be played in this map just because Wax Artist, there are too many high wall areas for the Wax Artist to aim correctly.
I think it might be a Naiad or a Bonbon, maybe a Clear, because this team comp wouldn't be that good against any chip damage hunter because of the Gravekeeper's inability to really put pressure on those types of hunters. Has the hunter been locked in yet? Oh! It has been locked in, and I'm not sure how to say this right now actually, but...
Sorry?
The hunter has been locked in.
Yeah, I know. What do you want to do?
I would like to pay the hunter. Okay, so Calamity has chosen Guard 26, the famed, beloved robot Bomber Penguin, who I absolutely despise. It makes a lot of sense because the one stable rescuer isn't that good against Bonbon, which is where my earlier recommendation of First Officer instead of Gatekeeper really makes sense, because First Officer is so much better against any chip damage hunter than Gatekeeper is. A Spectre is going to be a difficult chase for the Bonbon because Spectre can cancel the second bomb, which is what most Bonbons use to chain bomb and land hits. Entomologist can slow the already slow Bonbon down by quite a bit, I believe, but I'm not sure how much support she can provide against a Bonbon. It looks like Prisoner or even Gravekeeper might be the most viable first choice for Calamity's Hunter, actually.
Yeah, for certain. So now we're waiting on the Hunter being picked, but yeah, I agree with you, Gravekeeper. And actually, if you look at this, Gravekeeper and Ento are very vulnerable against a Bonbon. So this is actually a very good pick on Calamity's side. So does it pay off? Because the thing is that there are no survivors here that can really like guarantee a rescue in front of a Bonbon if played right. So the only potential I see is probably a double rescue with the bugs to help support the rescue. Otherwise, it will be very hard to pull off a rescue against a very good Bonbon player.
Exactly. I do honestly wish that they'd gone for First Officer rather than Gravekeeper. In most situations, First Officer is a lot better It's too late to cry over spilled milk, so we will be seeing how the Bombard's able to face off against the Prospector, who is his main threat right now, while trying to go for the more vulnerable Prisoner and Gravekeeper.
Oh yeah, Jill, remember to accept your invite.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think my game crashed. Wait, I am doing that. It's having a moment.
Yeah, Lena isn't in there too, so I need to invite too.
I'm back in the game.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Lena, if you're... Yeah, we're still waiting on Ju and Lena.
I'm in the lobby, so I think you can invite me again.
Okay, we're waiting on Lena, and this will be the last game today. The last game to determine who will be the second place, who will be third place. And remember, it must be a free escape in faster than 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So, hold on.
So Shadows right now only has two options: either pull off a 4 escape against a Bonbon, or go for a fast 3-man under 6 minutes and 38 seconds. The issue with Bonbon and having to 3-man or 4-man is often it's tempting to go for a secure tie if the first cutter cuts long enough, because you can just sell them and still guarantee a tie, but that's not an option for Shadows. So here their lack of harasser and their lack of a truly stable rescuer is really going to bite Shadows. Ronald of Nets? Hey.
Wait, sorry.
The Prospector is playing Ronald of Ness. I think that's great. I think that's such a good choice. Definitely not because that's my favorite Norton Campbell skin. We will be going into area selection. I'm assuming the Gatekeeper will either spawn above or below the middle, while the Prospector spawns... Oh, Prospector may be spawning in middle and toes to the side of middle. Prisoners at factory, and Gravekeeper is at God Kite. So this isn't a great option because the Hunter can just spawn either above or below the Prospector, and everyone will be forced to rotate out of where they are, because the Prisoner will be first chase, and that'll force the Gravekeeper and the Entomologist to rotate as well, which means that the factory ciphers, the sandbag ciphers, and the inner sandbag ciphers will be left alone, likely, and if they make it to the end game, the ciphers will all be in one crowded area.
So we are going to be in the game right now, and let's see. I'm gonna hop in. The last game, and Fluffy, I'm watching you. Anyways, now we're going to be into the game as Curtis is going to be walking inside the factory, and we can see that it's the Prisoner here, and the Prisoner is actually opting for crouching strategy. But does Curtis know where exactly did the Prisoner hide? It seems that he actually missed for a second there and did not see the Prisoner, Ju!
No, and the Prisoner is running back straight into Curtis's line of sight, which is really unfortunate because I do think he could have stalled a bit longer. He gets the chain hit and the normal hit, which means the Prisoner will be looking for a very early down. He has to get out of factory because basement just happens to be there, and the Entomologist bees do not provide as much support as they could have.
Yeah, and actually I feel like there's a bit of questionable move from Prisoner because they never fully utilized their pallets or their broken windows, and now in the range, so going for the stun, and now going to be utilizing the broken windows to have a speed boost now. But now there's just nowhere for the Prisoner to transition to. The down he goes over here, and this is not a very long kite because we can see that the first wave of ciphers is only around 60%. And actually I feel like the first kite could have been a bit longer because he never really used the pallets or the windows in the factory.
Yep, so this is the issue, right? One, he's paired between two ciphers, and two, selling isn't an option for the survivors right now because they can't guarantee a long second kite, and if they don't, then it's game over for them. So no matter what, they're going to have to go for a rescue against the strongest camper in the entire game, which of course could have been avoided. Oh! the entomologist does pull off the rescue. It is an insta down, and the Perfector manages to dodge the timed bomb. The prisoner is heading towards the corner of Shack, and the Prospector does look like he's planning to go for some harassment.
Yeah, but that was actually a very good backdoor rescue from the entomologist. I felt like Curtis does overextend a bit and gave the opportunity, which Shadows completely utilized over here. So we can see the Prospector missed the first magnet, so unfortunately there's nothing they can do to stop this chair. But now we can see that there is actually a near free cipher situation, and with the prisoner's help, I think the survivors can potentially play for time, but they definitely need to pull the extra mile if they want a free escape, as the Gravekeeper must pull off this rescue no matter what.
Doesn't look like entomologist may be helping with the rescue if possible, which is a very viable decision. If he can pull the rescue off.
Oh! Yeah! That's exactly why I felt like it's very hard to rescue from a Bonbon. So this Gravekeeper pick from Shadowside definitely came back to haunt them, as they don't have a stable rescuer. So now they must play for a free-man free escape, which is going to be very hard in front of Bonbon, who has detention. Not to count that they still need someone to rescue right now.
Sir, earlier we said that the second kite's going to have to be long, but the second kite won't even be happening because it's an immediate chair.
Yeah, so now the entomologist is here with her bugs, is able to pull the rescue, but manages to bait up the chair. That was a very good move. Gravekeeper still has the shovel to use to tank one hit, so the Gravekeeper is still alive for now. But don't forget, there's still Blink for the Hunter to utilize.
Yep, although Gravekeeper has managed to dodge these bombs, a Blink would put out very fast. And there it is. A good Blink by the Hunter. The ciphers are at 1 cipher remaining. Entomologist hasn't reached a cipher yet, and the cipher's at 0%, so it doesn't look like they'll be able to get the cipher primed in time.
Yeah, but I think the strategy is for the Prospector to come and pull off the rescue, and also like with the help of his magnets, use them to like protect the Gravekeeper as long as possible, as that's the only viable option. And they're free magnets for the Prospector to utilize, but will he be able to pull the rescue? He's going for it. Uses the magnet to push the Hunter backwards. That's a very good move, and tanking that hit. The Prospector definitely did a very good job and a very standard, like, textbook rescue here. So can the Gravekeeper stay alive for now? Another magnet, but, ran in front of the Hunter's face and unfortunately still goes down. The Cyber's still not yet enough, but there is still the Prospector here and manages to pull off the stun and another stun, but the Gravekeeper still is not able to stay alive.
And he's dead red on the timed bomb, which means that the Prospector can't exactly heal cover either. So it does seem that in this situation, it will be game over for Shadows because they can no longer manage a free escape.
Yeah, this means that I believe congratulations goes to Calamity for defeating Shadows and being the second place. So now let's see how this game plays out. The Prospector and the Entomologist are both currently in line of sight of the Hunter. So the Hunter's plan here will be chasing the Entomologist, giving the Prospector open to go for the gate.
Yep, it does look like the Enter won't be able to last that long because the Hunter has the tension and she's running straight into the Bonbon. It looks like it will be a one-man escape for Team Shadows, and Calamity will be securing that second place in the bracket.
Yep, so the Entomologist will be shared here. Prospector is at the gate, but with no skills and no stuff to do. There's just nothing much that they can really do. So yep, the one-man escape is going to happen, but it's unfortunately not enough. So with that, I believe we have a winner. So congratulations goes to Team Calamity for winning and advancing to the second. And I think the prisoner dying first was too detrimental for the game. And then the Gravekeeper Terror Shock just sort of like sealed the nail in the coffin here, Ju.
Yeah, okay, so first, congratulations to Calamity. I would agree with you completely. I do believe that the prisoner should either have hid for longer or gone for a kiting route, which meant that he could utilize a factory, even though basement was there. So we said before, right, that the lack of a first officer would really be harmful And honestly, I don't think Gravekeeper is a viable pick over First Officer unless you're absolutely certain that the Hunter doesn't play any chip damage hunters, which was sadly for Shadows not the case here.
Yep. So now we are going to hop into the interview VC where I'm going to see who will be the lucky guy to get slaughtered by me today. So see you in a bit.
Woohoo! I think they might bring Curtis or maybe the Seer actually, because the Seer did a fairly good kite early game.
Who knows? The running gag of me hosting this tournament is that everything I thought would happen does not happen. So
I knew it was you. I knew it was you.
Oh my god. Oh.
wait, who is it?
Guys, two of you have to leave, or else there's no point in this, guys. I
So
knew it. This is the Seer player. For
Oh,
I must say,
hello.
Jong, you're looking kinda spiffy today, you know. Anyways,
Bruh, what?
GG Shadows, Curtis Carry, classic Jew throw.
What? I wasn't even
Listed all my
playing.
bases here, and Uchang hitbox. Yeah, that's it. I think everyone played really well. I'm glad we won.
Yeah. So congratulations. So now you're second place of the group. So yeah, you guys won. You guys are happy for certain. So are you guys
Yeah.
confident up because you guys will be playing against the third place of Group B, which is either Scouts or Tevet that is going to be happening in like a couple of minutes.
We are confident in our skills and our hunter skills, but we do think that everyone should be focused on having fun in this tournament.
Yeah, having fun in this tournament,
Standard
definitely.
response. That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
What a liar.
Says the
Um,
person who didn't even attend.
Wow.
Okay,
Or-
alright,
yep.
I think the interview is over, so thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'll see you tomorrow then. I'll see you tomorrow then if you guys have. Bruh, who is messing around with all these? Come on. Who's messing around? All right. So we're going to be hopping straight into Tevet versus Scout. So yeah, hold on. Let's go back to commentators. I like how they just like had so many effects.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sound effect, I know that they screwed with me on purpose, Lamau. They're mean.
Ah, I see. I turned off the sound board for everyone, so
Ah.
I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Alright, so Scouts has the like map pick advantage, so Lakeside has been banned by Cotton, so now we're waiting on what on earth will Scouts be choosing. And here's the situation, because both teams Tevet actually has 0 wins, but Scouts actually has 1 win because of Armada X forfeiting. So that means that currently actually right now not only does Tevet have to win, they also must win by like at least a 5-point differential in order to overtake Scouts, because Scouts currently is 9 points ahead of Tevet in terms of points. Because Scouts has 1 win, but Tevet has none.
And to be fair, they already have secured their place in the next bracket, so I think that's a lot less pressure on Tevat. So, Tevat banned Lakeside Village, and Scouts chose Red Church.
Ooh, Red Shirt is very popular in this tournament too.
Yeah, actually, Fruit Juice wanted Red Church, but nobody was picking it. And then, of course, Zenith picked it for us, so we were all really happy because our hunter said he wanted Red Church from before the tournament, and we never gave it to him because he kept losing our coin flip.
I mean that's the running gag. Nothing goes according to plan of the tournament.
It's okay. We stay as we hold back tiers. Actually, everyone from Fruit Juice right now in the server is called Coin Flip Loser because I think that represents this perfectly.
Oh,
David has chosen Survivor first.
yeah. Remember back then there was a point of time when Jafet screwed with your name that everyone is called I Did Your Mom.
It was a phase. It was an era. It was legendary, actually.
All right, so yeah, the survivor go first. So we should be able to have our band pick on the screen in like now. Yeah, I have to remember to remove all the stuff away first. So Tavet is up against Scouts now, and we are waiting for the band picks for now, but Tavet has to win by 5-point differential, so but never mind. The mercenary will be the first survivor being banned on Scout side, and today keep in mind that today the hunter is not Corona as we knew, it's actually going to be Xenodyne, which is a different hunter that we've seen before.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit confused about the Merc ban because it's a small map, so first officer is equally as viable as mercenary because you don't need the mobility that the mercenary's elbow pads provide. They've chosen to lock in Prospector and Seer, no decoding debuff, good harassing, good support. Quite standard picks actually.
Yeah,
It does look like, yeah.
you get a simp more for Norton Campbell today.
I've been too professional so far. I think I need to really kick up the Norton Campbell loving syndrome.
Or, well, if you over simp, you get fired on spot. Like, same as if someone swears. Let's see. That's a joke. That's a joke. The prisoner and cowboy being banned. Oh, actually interesting. I guess they do not want, because cowboy is very strong in this map because of the potential to like harass at the corner. It's very hard for the hunter to counter accordingly. And I actually have called that corner the happy corner because the survivors can just go down and the cowboy can just stay there and harass, and the hunter don't have much counterplay to that.
So right now, I do wonder what the hunters are planning on choosing because a cowboy ban isn't actually that standard, I'd say. It does look like it could possibly be even a Dream Witch, mainly because Dream Witch is only really countered by the cowboy in terms of harassment.
Yeah, I'm not too certain too, but this is Xenodyne here, so I mean, I know for a fact that he had a Mad Eyes, but I'm not sure if that, like, I know he has a Mad Eyes in his arsenal, but obviously we won't be sure if it's appearing here. But while we're there, we do receive the final team comp pick. So this is actually a no rescue team comp situation because there's the Seer, Prospector, Priestess, and Patient. So that's actually...
No. Patient was banned and they've locked in first officer.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad here. So Patient was banned and the last pick of the first officer. So now the survivors... Actually, it's a pretty solid team comp because they have the Seer, they have Priestess as support, and the first officer to guarantee like a rescue no matter what, and also the Prospector to rest. This is actually a very all-rounded team comp from Tavet's side here.
I really do think a Dream Witch might be possible, mainly because they've banned all the mobile survivors like the Mercenary and the Patient. And you don't want to really be dealing with any of those as a Dream Witch. But it could also be any slow-moving hunter, so we might be seeing another chip damage hunter or a double hit hunter.
Yeah, but currently we're still waiting for the lock-in, but... if it's a Dream Witch, the Dream Witch would not have released the Seer though, because Seer's owl can be pretty deadly against a Dream Witch, so I'm not too certain about this, but yeah, I think we all just have to wait.
Curious about why they banned the Mercenary first, because that's not really common, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on. So, I'm now wait. Hold on. Give me a second. I need to drink some water as my throat is getting scorched. Haha.
Okay. Mm, I think all of you should send messages in the live chat because it's quite quiet right now and we're all waiting together. So,
Yeah, I'm back.
oh,
So, let's see what's going on.
haven't been logged in yet.
Oh, the survivors just locked in their persona and we're waiting on the hunter to lock in. I mean, Dreamwitch, possible, but maybe not. Bonbon might be possible. The fact that they released the Seer and got rid of the mercenary, it might be a Bonbon. I do not think that it would be a Man's Eye because yeah, Man's Eye doesn't seem likely with this ban pick. So I feel like it's leaning towards a Bonbon because Bonbon does not like the Cowboy too, because Bonbon's bombs will struggle against the Cowboy's lasso. But hold on, Zenodine said that he needs to think. Seems like he had not made up his mind yet, so yeah.
But the issue with the Bonbon is that there's a first officer, right? And
Yeah,
the
but-
officer is very good against Bonbon.
Yeah, I mean, they can pull off one rescue, but the second rescue will be hard. And the other thing is that Sears out is literally like a tissue, and never mind about that! I'm going to say this right here. Like, we can say that the running gag of this tournament is that Jong is wrong every single time. This is the running gag.
Oh,
Hold on, the hunter will appear at the screen now. It is indeed a Mad Eyes on Red Church. So Mad Eyes is actually viable in a lot of maps, but Red Church is more of an open map base, so it will be a bit harder. And also the fact that there's a Prospector and the Steers out to look out for. So I do wonder how would this Mad Eyes work in front of this team comp.
I really don't think Seer and Prospector are the main problem. I think Priestess's portals
Yeah.
might be the main problem, actually.
Yeah, Priestess Portals could also potentially like screw the hunter over completely because the Priestess Portals cannot be physically like damaged cannot be like gotten rid of by the Mad Eye. So that's definitely something that we should look out of here too.
Yep, I honestly really hope we get to see a lot of the Prospector, but moving aside, I believe it's a very stable survivor comp. I'm not sure if the Mad Eyes was planning on playing Mad Eyes from the beginning, because I think then he probably might have chosen to ban the Priestess or the Seer instead.
Yeah, I think he must have like made that decision like more like last minute, like. But the Priestess would definitely be a huge hassle because the Priestess can also use her long portal to long range heal up the survivor. So this is definitely something that we should look out for. And also Sears Owl will like slow down the first chase. And the Prospectors did harass. I think this is actually a very tough team comp for the Mad Eyes.
Yep, and even if he manages to chair a survivor, the Priestess can portal through, or the Prospector can theoretically pull the Mad Eyes off his console and not let him camp properly.
Yeah, for
It
certain.
does look difficult. It looks quite difficult on paper, I would say.
Yeah, I will agree with you. On paper, it definitely looks very difficult. So I feel like this Mad Eyes would definitely have to pull off some insane moves if they want to win, especially because the Red Church is also one of the harder maps for Mad Eyes too. Because there is that open area at the outside the graveyard and stuff where Mad Eyes Wall will probably be struggling in order to. Like, Mad Eyes will be struggling to like encase the survivors.
I do look forward to seeing a Mad Eyes though, because we know that Scouts has gone against a Mad Eyes in this tournament, and now they'll be playing the Mad Eyes themselves. Not too sure what the Prospector is asking for.
Okay, so we're now heading into area selection, and first officer at the center, which is actually interesting, as I thought the Priestess will be setting up the portals at the center, but Priestess spawning at the back gate is actually, I'm not certain if that's the right move, because we often see Priestess either at the center or like at the shack to set up portals, but by spawning at the back gate, there's just nowhere for the Priestess to like set up portals at the church, which is like the main strength of Priestess in this map. As now we can see Mad Eyes spawned next to the Priestess, and he'll be a good target.
I don't understand this spawn strategy, honestly.
Neither do I,
think
man.
it's beyond my understanding.
Neither do I, man.
Because this way, the hunter can go for either the first officer or the priestess. But I think the first officer is still a lot more viable because the priestess does have her portals. Mm, it's a bit strange, like the priestess spawning there, but the seer and the specter spawns are quite standard.
So now,
So they'll be heading? Yep.
now we're going to end the game, and Xenodyne here will be playing with the mobile console, and once again we're going to be seeing an insane round of wall control back and forth situation, as now currently going to be just observing people left and right, but Mochiru is also playing around with the consoles a bit, so, oh, never mind, if able to pull off one wall stun real quick. So currently, like, this is like just a lot of things going on. It'll be very hard to commentate, but as a professional caster, I'll be trying. I'm currently still going to be observing around, but the survivors are doing a very good job in not allowing themselves to get spotted by Xenodyne.
If you'll see, the hunter actually brought influence and confined space, so that means that they'll probably be trying to end the game before the ciphers are popped. They're doing a good job of regularly going to and from the consoles, with the first officer decoding middle and priestess at shack, but otherwise the others are decoding the consoles while the prospector is being chased at top broken.
Yeah, but I'm not certain why exactly they target the prospector, because the prospector does magnets to stuff, so I think like this is a bit of a questionable move from Xenodyne's side. And now we can see that he's actually struggling to like get hits, because now he's going to be once again observing to catch targets, but not being able to locate a good target. And so far, we can see that that apart from the early ward chip from the FO, no one is being damaged though, so the Man-Eye's real strength is not paying off for Tevet over here.
Yep, so the seer cipher is around 50%. The ceremony cipher is also at 60% or so. The seer will be first chase, but he does have flywheel and an owl.
Yep, so now the seer is gonna get caught, but seer does an owl and stuff, and I have no chasing ability on raw foot, so this will be pretty hard for Xenodyne. Oh, flywheel effect is off, and chasing? Actually, the hunt is going here, and there goes that owl, and it's going to go get a pallet stun. So currently, we can see that Man-Eye's real strength with his walls is not paying off at all, because we can see the survivors actually played around all the console's energy, meaning that the Man-Eye has no wall to do a field control.
It looks like they might have been prepared, because already 2 ciphers are going to be decoded and the hunter has lost track, it seems, of where all the ciphers are. He will be teleporting, but it's the prospector once again, and the prospector does have 2 magnets and is about to get his 3rd one.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I agree with Xenodyne's pick over here, because here, now he's definitely struggling for certain, and remember, he has no detention.
Yeah, so he won't be able to control any of the end game, and if the prospector's kite manages to extend for a longer period of time, the ciphers may even be primed by then, because Xenodyne hasn't. Oh, he's gotten another chip damage on the prospector actually.
Oh, uses the wall to seal him off, so yep, now manages to block off all potential routes, but the prospector is actually outside of the cage area, so this is not an effective block, and currently, due to not having a level 2 presence, there's not much he can do, as we can see that actually the Man-Eye did not fully block the front broken well, as the prospector manages to sneak out of that spot too.
And the Madness will be stunned again. The first kite's been extended an incredibly long amount of time. First officer cipher is going to be popped soon, and although Priestess Cipher is being harassed, the seer is about to charge his 2nd owl while spectating the Mad Eyes.
Yeah, so that's why I think that it's the best move for Xenodyne to play for one survivor elimination here, because it's unlikely that he can get a tie or more at this point, due to him not being able to effectively control the ciphers, and now even though he's trying to get the priestess, but the priestess portal is deadly in front of Mad Eyes as well.
And the Seer has started a new cipher, which is going to be 40 to 50%. That is a very long stun that kicks him off the console. Right now, the Mad Eyes doesn't have many options because two ciphers are already at 60%, and he's not harassing them as effectively as he perhaps could have been.
Yeah, so actually looking back, because Scouts actually picked this Red Church map, but Red Church is like one of the weaker maps for Mad Eye, so I'm not too certain about their map picks looking back, because now manages to get the first officer to half health, but the first officer still has 2 watches to work with.
And he hasn't managed to chip or trap the Seer right now, actually. He's not committing fully to the first officer either, it seems. And the Priestess is continuing to be quickly manipulated, but the Cypher has been popped, and Mad Eyes has no detention, no trump card, and no teleport at all.
Yeah, his best move here will be just getting the head off the first officer, but I believe it's going to be very tough because the fact that there's still watches and there's no detention, so let's see what exactly will Mad Eyes do. Now Mad Eyes knew that the dungeon is at the graveyard, he'll be trying to stop, but remember, the walls drop way faster in front of graveyard, and actually the first officer is going for the gate, but Xenodan doesn't seem to be aware of it.
If he's pulled up the gate, the other gates are already open. The officer might actually get dungeon, perhaps? Oh, he has been sealed off. Okay.
Oh,
So
got sealed off again? Oh, there's actually not a lot of walls, but it does manage to get out though, and he's managed to use the watch, but he only has 1/4 of health remaining. So now can Xenodan use this last wall count? It's going to count as down goes the first officer, but now will the survivors be trying to go for escape, or will they just take this free escape and escape? That's the real question here.
It seems like they might be waiting for the full escape actually based on the Priestess's movement, and it's not too much of a stretch because if they can get a 5-0, that's an incredibly good result for them.
But here's the thing, I don't think they will though, because it's very hard to pull off a rescue in front of Mad Eye, so I guess they're just going to make this free escape count.
Okay, so well done to Teva for getting a 3-man escape against Scout Hunter. I think the way that they managed the console was very effective because although it did slow the cycle progress down quite a bit, it ensured that everyone was always aware of what was going on, and the Mad Eyes couldn't go for a sneak wall clip. I do also wonder why they chose Red Church if they were planning on going for Mad Eyes.
Yeah, exactly, because I feel like Red Church is one of the weaker Mad Eyes maps, so I'm not too certain what exactly were they aiming for here, and especially because this team comp with the Prospectors, Seers Owl, and Priestess, it's like a huge challenge to the Mad Eyes, and so I feel like Xenodan here falling for that Mad Eyes trap did not work in his favor at all.
Yeah, because he brought teleport and no trump card, right? I do wonder if it could have been different if he'd chosen to bring Blink, maybe, or a better early game chase, because he wasn't able to actually down anyone before the cipher was popped.
Yeah, so now the challenge is on Scout's Survivor, because if they want to win this matchup, they must free escape in a shorter amount of time. But if we're talking about the group overall, because if we're talking about the group overall though, because remember Tevat must win in a 5-point differential. This means that they will they actually still have to go for a 4 survivor elimination next game if they want to overtake Scouts and become the second place of the group. So this is something that we definitely should watch out for in this coming up match.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long that game took.
I feel it's kind of lengthy.
Yeah, it isn't Mad Eyes, and the ciphers would have been fairly slow according to the Hunter pick.
So,
Okay.
yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to switch the screen. The screen right now.
Oh, the bad picks have begun.
Oh, I'm going to exit the lobby first.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm just trying to update some stuff real quick. So the band pick has begun, right?
Yep, it has.
Alright, so let me play the intense music while I'm gonna check on what exactly is the band pick. As this will be the last match for today, and I'm glad that things are running a lot more smoother than on day one.
Woo!
Wait. Let's see.
Okay, so looking back at the previous match, there are a few decisions that didn't really make sense.
Yeah,
Like,
hold on.
aside from the map picks, yeah, no worries. I'm just waiting for you to. Okay. Oh.
So we received news that one of Scout Survivor unfortunately had to go, so they have to do an emergency swap and sub in someone that's not from the roster, which is allowed according to the rules, but they must take a penalty for doing so. So this...
Wait, John, can I message you real quick?
Yeah. Wait, what's it? What's the problem here? Hold on. Hold on. Let me confirm something real quick.
No worries.
Yeah, so currently scouts are having an emergency, so they're discussing on the situation. So, but yeah, because like they want to like have a different survivor played from their submitted team comp, which is allowed. But the penalty of doing so is that the team who did that will have to take a penalty that's going to reduce one survivor escape or one survivor elimination, regardless of one survivor escape or one survivor elimination, depending on the team comp that took in the penalty. So currently scouts are discussing on the situation of that.
Wait, they're asking for their hunter to be allowed to play Survivor, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, it's allowed. Hunters are allowed to play Survivor, or like more of when you submit, you can have anyone play whatever role you want, but you're not allowed to like deviate from the roster you submitted to me. So
But the roster.
yeah, they submitted the roster they want to change from that roster in an emergency, and I'm like, no, because you guys already submitted it. So if you do so, you must take a penalty. Yeah, hold on. We are waiting on a response from scouts because they have some emergency. So sorry for the wait, everyone, while I deal with the situation accordingly. Yeah, sorry, give us a couple minutes. Hold on a second. So, wait, is the ban pick ongoing or stuff? Okay, so hold on. Alright, so the band picks is finally going to continue now. As scouts here are having an issue right now that they're trying to resolve on their end, but I believe that scouts will be taking the penalty because they used a survivor that was not different to what they announced at the start of the round, and for doing so, it is going to be taking the penalty. But now we do have the news is that the priestess will be the first ban. And Ju, are you still here? I believe not.
Yep, I am. Sorry, I have to do something real quick.
Yeah, Ju, about that, like the whole dual faction thing was not clear. That's on me, but the penalty here was written in black and white, and was also in the Google form that you guys agreed on.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, like the dual faction from Asia Minions is on me because I did not make that one clear, but this one I made it clean cut from the start.
I think it's just that there was like the difference between the roster and the sign-up thing itself that have been clearer.
Yeah,
I'm sure that
that one is
the rules were more kind of laid out. Yeah.
Yeah, that one is on me that for not making that one clear. That's on me. But this one I made it clear from the start. So, the priestess is the first one being banned. The anti and the mercenary are being chosen. Cowboy and prisoner are the next being banned. So it seems that no one wants Kevin in this map at all, Ju.
Honestly, it makes a lot of sense because, as you said earlier, there is a really good area the cowboy can rescue from.
Yeah, actually, because like once they go down the happy corner in the church, there's like near no counter place as the hunter unless you're specific hunters or you have the blink, or else it's almost a guaranteed lasso rescue for Kevin in this map.
Yep. So I think the cowboy prisoner ban is quite standard as well because they don't want the ciphers and they don't want the happy corner, as you said. Scouts has locked in mechanic as their third survivor. So it looks like regardless of the prisoner ban, they will be pushing for that cipher rush because I believe that with the penalty, they now have to get a forced escape.
Yeah, they have to get forced survivor escape. And actually, but the thing though is that even if they lose this round, if it's like a small point differential, then they will still actually be able to hold on second place of the group. But if they like get forced survivor eliminated, or now because the penalty free survivor eliminated, then they're going to have to take the then they'll end up losing by a point differential. So this means that scouts actually only needs a tie if they want to secure the second place, but if they want to win this matchup, then they must force escape and in a faster time too.
That's very true. So it looks like scouts will really have to blank out all the stops because a 4-man escape, as you know, is never easy, even in a situation with less pressure on the survivors.
Yep, so now we receive news that the forward is the last survivor being banned here, and oh, actually I forgot to show the first survivor is the mechanic. But scouts will be playing for a fourth survivor escape here, which is going to be hard because we all know how hard it is, especially in games where, like, especially it is games where like it's clear cut that the hunter only needs one, and they selected the Gravekeeper to be the last one.
makes a lot of sense. Hold on, let's see.
I mean,
Okay.
Gravekeeper has a possibility to body block endgamer stuff. So, but this is a relatively short decoding team comp though. But hold on, I forgot to ask for the screenshots. Let me see. Did they provide? No, they did not. I'll ask them now.
Yep. Okay. So I'll be honest, Gravekeepers scare me a bit in ring. But they've been a fairly popular pick in this tournament already. I think we've seen him 2 times today. Oh, okay. So it does seem that Lando has gone.
Actually, I'm actually more of interested with this team comp because there's actually no Seer pick or Seer being selected. So I believe they were considering a Bonbon for a split second, seeing maybe Bonbon or Wax Artist in this map here, Ju.
The issue with that is if they were really worried about a Bonbon, why would they go for a Gravekeeper over a First Officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you remind me of the team comp for a second? There's a lot of things
Mercenary,
happening.
Gravekeeper, Antiquarian, and Mechanic. Or you can watch it in my stream.
Mercenary, Gravekeeper, Antiquarian, and Mechanic. So it's a double rescuer team comp.
Yeah, but that also means that they have a slower decoding speed.
I don't think they are worried too much about that because I believe that right now they need the sturdiness of those 2 rescuers as well as a harasser and a mechanic for Cypher Rush. So this team comp, they're going to really have to protect the mechanic with everything they've got in order to have a chance at the forest gate.
Yeah, for certain, man. So we are waiting for scouts to lock in their survivor, but I mean, they can play for a tie and ensure that they still have the points differential over Tevet because scouts have a 9-point lead because of Armada X's forfeit, which worked in their favor in a weird way. But now, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what exactly will be Scout's plan here because if they have a tie, they're still gonna hold the second place. But if they get 3K or more, then they'll lose the second place to Tevet. And I believe Shadows and Calamity will also be watching this match pretty closely because what happens in this match will also affect on who are they playing against tomorrow. While yeah, you get to sit on the sidelines to eat popcorn.
I'll be here to watch everything that happens, don't worry. Okay, so I wonder who the hunter will be because Hunter's quite chill. I wouldn't be surprised if a Hell Ember or something similar popped up because as long as they get 1 kill, they win, right? So, is there a time limit? Like, do Scots have to get a force escape under 6 minutes and 52 seconds to win, or is it just?
Well, I do wonder would be a Bonbon, but Bonbon will be hard in Camper Hunt. But honestly, at this point, really, like if I was the hunter, I would just target the mechanic the entire game.
Yep, definitely. And I think that's why they've chosen to go for that Gatekeeper because I am seeing the possibility of the Gatekeeper being used as a meat shield instead of an actual rescuer, actually. I don't think we've seen a double rescuer team comp before, so I wonder how they'll manage to do the Cypher Rush if the mechanic does get first chase.
So now we are, 40 seconds for Tevet to lock in their hunter, and whoa!
Whoa! Okay.
I am not too certain about this pick because I'm not too certain with this pick in this map, to be fair, Ju.
Yeah, because Red Church is quite bad for breaking them because there are so many walls you can vault over, so many tight little corners. It's like a less extreme version of Arms Factory.
Oh, by the way,
say.
accept invite, mate.
I thought I didn't get an invite.
I did.
Lanmo invite me? I don't know what's going on. I have not gotten an invitation.
Uh-huh. Alright, so Breaking Wheel, actually I'm not sure if I agree because he only needed really one survivor elimination, so I feel like hunters like Disciple or Clerk or maybe Bonbon or stuff will be better because Breaking Wheel, unless he brings the tension, because normally Breaking Wheel does not bring the tension. I mean, Breaking Wheel is a hunter that has a free 4k potential, but similarly, they also have like a free for escape potential though, and since Scouts cannot or Tibet cannot get for escape, I feel like the better move here will be Disciple or like Bloody Queens or like more hunters that focus on eliminating one. But then it makes sense because if they want to dethrone Scout from second place, they need a 3-4 survivor elimination. So I guess I can see why, but I'm just not sure with Breaking Wheel on Red Church.
I think like both of the hunters so far have been quite interesting picks considering the map with the Mad Eyes and Breaking Wheel. As you said, I agree. Even a tie would have been a lot better, perhaps more stable than Breaking Wheel, who does actually risk getting a 4-man escape on this map. I've had that happen to me like yesterday in rank, and it was very interesting. So with this team comp, unless Breaking Wheel manages to really tunnel the mechanic, it does look a bit difficult. And we need to keep in mind that the Antiquarian will also be harassing and protecting the mechanic to make sure that the 4-man escape is still viable.
So now we're still waiting for Scouts, but actually Gravekeeper can evade the Breaking Wheel by like diving underground in advance. But that's one thing that you should pay attention to, that once he gets spiked, he cannot dive underground or else he'll get like snapped out of it. So I imagine Breaking Wheel will probably target the mechanic for certain because the Breaking Wheel has a high mobility, so the mechanic is a very easy target. But once after that, the Antiquarian will probably be there to harass. So I think it all depends on like the back and forth, and can like the survivors keep the mechanic alive for endgame? Because if they can, and Breaking Wheel not having the tension, it will be a rougher times for the Breaking Wheel.
It looks like Scouts is facing another issue. It's a bit unfortunate, I would say. I would like to take this time to ask the chat what their favorite flavor of juice is, because I feel like orange juice isn't that great. Is it that great? I don't know. I think apple juice is better. Maybe it's not. It just is good. Have you like... Actually, you know what? Norton's juice, whoever said that, I'm gonna be honest, it's kinda... I'm a bit sad actually that we don't get to see Prospector that much this time, because I love Prospector, and since John isn't here, I will take this time
I'm here.
to do
I'm
it
here.
over... Shh, you aren't. I'm waiting to take this time to do it over the Norton simping. Which there's no Norton here, but it's fine, guys. Love Norton Campbell. Good things will happen to you.
So here's the thing, though. The currently Scouts are like lacking survivors. Like they don't have enough people. So Lando gave them 2 minutes for the last survivor to respawn, and I gave them an additional 2 minutes. And so if after 4 minutes Scouts doesn't have enough survive people to start the game, I'm going to treat this as a forfeit because this is like way too long.
So it has to be from within their roster or from within their tournament lineup?
I mean, within the lineup they have. So yeah, let me inform Tivet on what is going on first.
I think the Manor Regulars is honestly very valuable. Valuable? I mean valid. Maybe I should change Fruit Juice's name to Mango Juice. Is that too non-inclusive? Maybe.
So yeah, Scouts has 3 more minutes to get enough people, and their time starts now. So yeah, Scouts has 3 more minutes to get enough people, because if they don't, then it would treat us a 5-0 forfeit. Yeah, because like I can't exactly allow them to start with 1 versus 3, or else what's the point of the game?
Yep. So it does seem that this may end up with Kivat possibly taking 2nd place after.
Yeah, we're still waiting on. Yeah, it's definitely possible, depending on if Scouts can gather enough people, because currently they only have 3 from what I know. So they have 2 more minutes. Yeah, I feel like it's unfortunate when stuff like this happens to a team, but then I cannot exactly delay the tournament because the other team is still waiting.
Yep, definitely. I see, okay.
Yeah, because I'm actually in the team comment, they only have 2 survivors right now.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but rules are rules. Rules are rules, honestly.
Not much can be done about it, so...
Well, they have 20 more seconds. Yeah, if they don't get enough people, then it, unfortunately it's a forfeit.
I see.
Okay, Scouts did end up finding enough people, so that's that.
Okay, that's great. Also, the thing is, if they sub another hunter in for Survivor, it's not really possible because right now, they already need to get a force escape. So if they add another point penalty, it's the same as not participating at all because it's going to be 5-0 either way. Mm, this is really unfortunate, honestly. Mm. Who on earth just said durian coffee? Is that an actual thing? Do people drink that for pleasure and not health torture? Because I won't judge, but
Yeah, I gave Scouts 2 minutes to invite her in the lobby. Like, honestly, I don't want to be that mean, but but like Tibet has been waiting for way too long.
Yeah, that's true.
Tibet has been waiting too long, so I don't want to be mean, but I have to.
Quack, I'm going to eat you. Stop. It's giving slander and defamation.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me out.
Thank you very much to say that for, validating and
Yeah. No, I issued a warning for Scouts to that because they delayed the tournament for far too long already.
If we keep beefing in live chat, people will think that I'm being serious and then I'll get fired. Is that what you want? You want me to be fired? That's cute. I think everyone is great. I love Scott and Paybat. I think they both solo. Except for Quack. Quack is like, okay, I guess. I shouldn't say that. 10 seconds.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not tolerating this anymore. I'm sorry.
This is so. If maybe we can ask Paybat if they're okay with it.
No. No, I have to be strict here. No, sorry. Just, no. I'm not tolerating this. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna pause real quick. Lambo. Shall we talk? Yeah. I'm gonna pause. Lambo. Let's talk. All right, we're back now. So the situation here is because scouts failed to like invite enough people in time. So it's treated as a 5-0 forfeit, but they requested for the game to be played out, which will be happening here. So yeah, that's what's happened. The game is going to play, but it's a 5-0 no matter what due to the forfeit. Oh, by the way, Ju, has the game started yet?
We're going into the character selection screen.
Oh no, I'm not in there again.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not in the lobby again. So technically,
Oh no.
yeah, how do I imagine what is going on? Because I'm trying to message Lambo, but hold on, I'll just hop to their VC.
Okay.
Lambo, can you come to the commentators and stream for me? It's not working again. Thank you. All right, everyone. So let the like most anticipated game, or probably not, is like the most anticlimactic game begin because the situation here is that scouts already lost due to the fact that they failed to have enough people in the allotted time. So scouts already lost, meaning that Tevet has won this matchup already by 5-0 by an overall score of an 8-1. But still, this last game will be played out because it will be sucky for Tevet to wait for that long and not being able to play.
Yeah, that is very true. But even if result has already been chosen, we will still do our best to commentate for this match and make it interesting.
Yep, so now look at the... Oh, I like this snowball skin. Too bad it's not Leo's memory, but never mind. So now Touch Me here will be transitioning into the wheel form, and we'll be heading towards the graveyard, where we can see it's going to be Xenodyne's Mercenary. And will he be targeting the Mercenary first? Seems like it, and oh, manages to get one spike off pretty fast into the game. So seems like he's really trying hard on this Mercenary over here, Ju.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense because it looks like the Mercenary will be using an elbow pad and rotating towards the Gatekeeper. The mechanic has put her bot at Shack while the Mercenary kites. Oh, that was an elbow pad.
That was an odd elbow pad on Xenodyne's side. So now Xenodyne is actually going to be going down in under seconds at this point. And this Mercenary going down that early into the game is definitely not an ideal situation because then the Cyphers will far from be enough. Oh, managed to get that stun though, so the Mercenary is still being able to survive for around 10 seconds longer, and that the external trait of Mercenary definitely coming into play here.
Yep, so luckily he hasn't been going to any of the ciphers. There are actually 2 ciphers that are close to being primed. The Gatekeeper will probably be going for the rescue despite having a wanted order, while the Hunter moves towards a red church and tries to harass the Antiquarian.
Oh, yep, the Antiquarian is going to get caught over here, one spike in, and the Gravekeeper is going to rescue, and will be diving underground with the shovel was the safest way possible. So, oh yeah, I apologize because my game is not working for some reason, and... Okay,
No worries.
Yep, let's see, going to have a mind game situation. Is able to pull off the rescue, but now the Mercenary is going to try and stay alive. The Mercenary still has one more elbow pad to work with, and he will be using it right there. And yes, once again, I apologize for the laggy stream, but there's nothing that can be done. And the Antiquarian is there prepared to harass with two swipes in a row there to help delay. And oh my gosh, it's so laggy on my side.
This mercenary is playing interesting mind games that don't seem to be paying off. The Antiquarian is pinging, help me, but the mercenary doesn't seem to want the Antiquarian support yet.
So now the mercenary will be going down, but actually if we look at the cipher progress, things are fine because like 3 ciphers are done and there's still the mechanic spot to be considered onto the equation. So this means that the cipher progress is definitely enough for a tie, and they can potentially to go for free escape if the Antiquarian can protect the mercenary for long enough. So now the breaking wheel will be going towards the mechanic here who's going to rescue, but the mechanic is actually in no hurry to rescue, as she can actually do the pull and let go trick here to delay the time. Like she's just standing here, but I think it would be better to like do the pull and let go trick rather than
Me
here.
too.
But here, going to switch back to wheel form, the snap is going to go into play, and a mercenary is going to go down in 15 seconds, but the Antiquarian is already here, prepared to harass. So let's see. Oh, manages to pull off the instant down, and I forgot whether the breaking wheel had trump card. If he had, then excitement, but gets the hit off the Antiquarian. Actually, now I think he can go for the balloon because he still has the blink, and never mind, goes the blink, and down goes the Antiquarian as well, and the ciphers are not yet enough here, Ju.
Yep, if you see, the Antiquarian actually failed to jump over the pallet, which is why she was sort of stuck there and use her flute. The Antiquarian will be cheered, and the issue with here is that 1, there's no cipher, and 2, nobody can really rescue it. Oh wait, no. Cipher is actually going to be primed because there are 2 ciphers with 99%.
Yeah, so the ciphers are actually enough at this point of time. It's just more of what next, because everyone is in critical health. But actually, no, I don't agree with switching to wheel form now, because switching to wheel form is just giving the survivors a free rescue, though. So now the survivors can pop and we're approaching endgame. I feel like he should have just waited in human form. He must have like miscalculated the cipher progress or something.
I agree, because the cipher was already primed, so it wouldn't have been shaking, and I think the breaking wheel might not have expected it to be primed already. The mechanic does have flywheel, which she can probably use to her advantage. Oh no, she wastes her flywheel in the corner and will probably go down in top broken while her teammates.
Yeah, this is an annoying thing as a hunter, is when the walls when the broken walls eat your attack hit, but the opponent manages to pull off that stun. Yeah. Actually, I think it's not Landbo stream lagging, it's my Wi-Fi, but never mind. Yeah, there's not much places for the mechanic to go to here, so the mechanic here will be down, and this will be a tie, but even though without the 5-0 forfeit, we would have had a winner anyway. So with that, congratulations to Vet for managing to win this matchup. But the difference here is due to the 5-0 forfeit, it will be counted as Vet being second place rather than Scouts.
Very well done to Teva, and well done to Scouts as well, although the many issues were very unfortunate. So both of these teams will be moving up into the next bracket anyway, and I don't exactly recall which team will be going against which team now.
Oh, I can say it. Group A's first, after the 3 days, Group A's first place is Fruit Juice, which are you guys. Second place is Calamity.
Yay.
Third place is Shadows. Fourth place eliminated is Zenith. And Group B, first place is Asian Minions. Second place is Tavet. Third place is Scout. And fourth place is Armada X due to them dropping out. So now we have Group A second place Calamity versus Group B third place Scouts. And Group A third place Shadows will be playing against Group B second place Tavet. So yeah, hold on while I asked Tavet to send one member to die in an interview VC. So hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Oh, hello, who's that? Let's see who's that.
Man.
Touch Me. Hello, so
Touch me.
Oh, hello, so you guys just won and got to and now you guys managed to get second place in the Group B. How does it feel?
Nothing. Just normal.
Nothing. A pretty
Yeah.
pretty interesting interview of nothing. but yeah, so
Yeah.
so I can see that your survivors are on fire based on how well you guys managed against the Mad Eyes. Did you guys actually plan against the Mad Eye or something?
No. We didn't expect to meet a DICE player.
But
We're
yeah,
expecting like Dream Witch or a Clerk, something like that.
so the Mad Eyes caught you off guard, but yet you're still
Yeah.
the Mad Eyes caught you off guard, but yet you're still
Yeah.
able to like get a free escape
fortunately.
against it though. That's pretty impressive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do wonder, in your Survivor team comp, do you know who calls the shots? Do you know who's telling everyone else what to do?
Pretty much everyone.
Everyone.
yeah, everyone.
It's a democracy.
Democracy.
It depends. I think it depends on the situation. We just call something.
That's fair. So
Yeah.
you guys are now second place, and you guys will be playing against Shadows tomorrow. So you guys are confident against them.
I don't know.
Well, okay. Thanks for this interesting interview, and I wish you guys luck in tomorrow in the match. So, yep. So, all right. Bye. So see you in a bit.
Thank you.
Oh, and hey, Imagine, by the way. So, for those of you who weren't around, let me just have a quick recap on the results. So, hold on. Let me find the correct screen. Oh, not this one. No product placement, please. So, here is the results after 3 days. We can see that
Catcher's lineup.
Fruit Juice is first, Calamity second, Shadow first, and fourth, and here Armada X is last due to forfeiting, and Tevet managed to overtake Scouts due to the points difference. So tomorrow we'll have Calamity versus Scouts, and then Shadows versus Tevet. And Fruit Juice, you guys will be playing against the winner between Tevet and Shadows, while Asian Minions will be playing against the winner of Calamity and Scouts here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So we'll either be playing against Tevat or Shadows?
Yep, and just to note that we have been seen a lot of BO1s in this tournament, but moving on, all matches from here on out are going to be BO free. So now things are going to get way more strategic than what we see right now. So things are going to get more tougher, and I'm all here for it.
Whoa! Exciting time.
Yep, exciting time. So with that, everyone, thank you for tolerating once again this disorganization and the delays and stuff. And thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow, where more exciting matches with BO3 continue. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.